All right, chat. Let's get to the build reviews, man. All right, everyone's. If you exclamation point IG, if you DM me your build on Instagram, I will review it for you. Let's open my IG. Let's get straight to it, baby. All right, first name on the list. We got Code and Drip. Code and Drip 15, my boy Cody. Let's see what Kobe's rocking. Also, chat, if you send me your build, you can leave a little description in the message. Like, you could be like, oh, you know, this is for threes. I like to play as a corner, spot up, and guard the ball. Like, give a little description of the you know, the thought process behind the build and how you like to play. All right, let's check it out. He got a 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan, 89.3, 93 dunk, 78 perim, 74 steal, 68 block, 87 pass, 90 ball handle, 86 speed with ball. All right, right off the rip, I would say get the 91 speed, get the 91 ball handle so that you can unlock all the SIGs on the 6'5". I would say get your standing dunk at least to 40 so that you get the standing dunk packages. You could drop your perimeter. I don't think 78 perimeter is even a badge. Let me look. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah, I don't think you get anything at 78 perimeter. So probably drop that down to 75. Just get your bronze seatbelt. 74 steel, I don't think is anything either. So either get that thing to 77. Yeah, I'd probably get it to 77 so you get the silver interceptor. Realistically, though, bro, the biggest change I would suggest is why make a 6'5" and only have an 89.3? Like, I would say you want to have more shooting. Like, even if you want the 93 dunk, you can have a 94.3 with the 93 dunk on a 6'5". I mean, I understand you got bronze high-flying denier because you have a longer wingspan, but I don't think that is worth a higher 3-ball. So, like, if you want 93 dunk, cool. But I would get a higher 3-ball with that 93 dunk by lowering your wingspan a little bit. I think those are pretty good suggestions. Yo, B Fountain, appreciate the 5 gifted subs. Exclamation point IG, you can send your build to me on Instagram and I will review it for you and try to give you guys my thoughts. Appreciate the gifted subs, chat. Sent it, B Fountain. Perfect, bro. We got you in line, bro. All right, next up we got, is that a L? L Davis, .22. All right. I almost exclusively play Rec and Pro-Am as the main on-ball lock. Don't really dribble. I want to have 4 caps on interior, 3 caps on strength. This gives me wall up, post lock, and a movable. Eventually, I'll put 5 on midi to get 89 mid for the takeover, and 1 more on strength to get 85 for gold and movable later in the year. All right. On-ball lock for 5, 6, 7. All right, so he's going with a bigger lock. He's got 71 strength for bronze and movable, 89 3. Damn, hold on. 6. Oh, he's small arm lockdown. 87 dunk, 91 perimeter, 90 steal, 70 block, 70, 70, 75. Okay. I would just say if you're going to be shooting in the corner and you want to play lock, I don't think you need an 89 3. I would probably go max wingspan, bro. Or close, like maybe 1 tick off, depending on what the ratings are on a 6'7" wingspan. I think the overall thought process behind the build is solid, but if you're going to be, your main thing is to get stops, you want to have long arms, bro. Like, you want to have, that's like, for me, if I'm a lock, I want as long a wingspan as possible. But overall, oh, also your 6'7", I would try to get, you know, your 3 standing dunk off the standing dunk packages at 40. Like, it's super cheap. You might as well just get that 40 standing. But yeah, I would raise the arms. What up, Iggy? I would go, let me see your cap breakers real quick. Okay. So you had it planned out in your head how you wanted to do the caps. Davis, appreciate you, bro. I would, as long as you think you can figure out your jump shot, I say make them arms a little bit longer, my boy. Your job is to get stops. Like you said, you're not dribbling, you're not playing, you're not a main offensive contributor, so get them arms, bro. Get them arms. All right, next up. Made for rec with mainly 7 cap breakers in mind for rebounding and 95 interior for gold wall up. Mostly running man and 2-3 zone. My boy got a 7-1 center. Holy shit. 93 interior, 93 block, 55 driving dunk, 89 three-pointer. All right. We all over the place, baby. So this is a 7-1 minimum wingspan. All right, you got gold break starter, so check. You did a good job in the playmaking. Wreckhead's gonna love this build. Now, the Wreckheads definitely do love a small arm center. I typically like long arm centers because I feel like it helps with rebounding a lot. I will say, you are 7'1". I don't think you need 93 interior. I think you could drop that interior a bit and distribute accordingly. Like, I don't like the 55 driving dunk. I don't know if y'all are running pick and roll, but if you're rolling to the hoop and you have a 55 driving dunk and everything this year is meter dunking, like you have to time every dunk. Every dunk is a meter dunk. That meter is about to be tiny with a 55 driving. So I say try to reallocate some attributes to get your driving dunk up, unless you are literally never going to roll to the hoop, if you're always going to pop. But obviously you got 90 standing dunk, so you do plan on being in the paint. Yeah, I would say I get you want to protect the paint, but this is a day one build. I think you're investing too much in interior and block right now, and like neglecting a lot of your other attributes. Also, for me, 66 O board on your center, I'm not with that, because especially for a day one build, think about people are going to be doinky in season 1, bro. Like, people are not going to know their jump shot. They're not going to know. They're going to be missing, and your teammates are going to be bricking, and you're not going to be able to grab the board because you got 66. Okay, so get that O board up. Get that drive and dunk up. For me, I would raise the wingspan, but I get it. If you want to, you want to be a center that is small arms and shoot from everywhere, go for it. But I would say you need the drive and dunk, and you need the O board. Appreciate you, 80. All right. Hopefully we don't have any more names with XX to start, because you type in XX, you start seeing some crazy shit on the screen. God dang. All right. Next up, we got G the Barber. G the Barber. My boy Garrett. All right. Which one's best? This is for 2s. I'm trying to make the best build. Please just battle between using... Please. Just a battle between using strength or not. Just need to know, but most preferably for me right now is the 6'7". I have 5 caps for 1 on vert and block, 5 flying denier and paint patroller, and the rest on shooting, trying to get the best 2s build. For me, I love to ISO. Okay, here we go. I love to ISO and get a bucket with honest stop, no reach. Okay, so honest defense, no reaching on defense on the 2s. He loves to ISO. So we got this 6'7", no dunking, 90 close shot, 90 layup, 93 mid, 86 3. The next 6'7", still no dunking, lower mid, higher 3. And the third one, still no dunking, higher mid with the 91 3. Of all of these, if you want me to just pick one of these builds and not like give my advice on the build, I like the last one the best. 95 mid, 91 3. So you're getting you're getting KD go-to shot on this. You're getting the zip code, or what is it? Is it zip code or area code? Whatever the deep bomber take is, you're getting deep bomber. You got the same defense as the other builds that you sent. The 70 pass, 91 ball handle, 83 speed with ball for Zach LaVine dribble style, good speed, good agility. And yeah, you said you're an ISO player, so get the Kevin Durant go-to shot, because it's going to be another thing in your bag. Zip code. There we go. It's another thing in your bag in terms of trying to get to a bucket. All right? Okay, hold on. McLovin, appreciate the 27 months. Lil King, appreciate the 5 gifteds. Edward, appreciate the 5 gifteds. Word Mo, appreciate the 23 months, my boy. Please tell people stop making builds for the cap breakers. I'm seeing too many people making bad builds saying where they're going to put the cap breakers. Are you just going to lose until you get them? I said the same thing, Word Mo. Dude's coming in here talking about, oh, 10 cap breaker build right here. Like, bruh, you plan on waiting 3 months to enjoy your build? Like, yeah, like I said, I'm not, he wanted me to pick one of these. He didn't want my advice. I think the 90 close shot is a little crazy, but of those 3, I like the one with the highest shooting. All right. Chat, again, we are reviewing all builds. You do not have to give 5 subs to get your build reviewed. We reviewed a lot of people last night that did not give subs. But if you do want to skip the line, the way to skip the line is 5 gifteds. I did activate a promo though that it's 35% off 5 gifted subs right now. So we got a nice discount on the gifted subs themselves. All right. Next up, we got Bryce Fontaine. My boy Ham. Appreciate the 5 gifties, my boy. All right, here we go. Bryce. Oh, shit. We've DM'd before, Bryce. No question. Just want to say you're the only 2K content creator I enjoy. You the GOAT. Appreciate the content, GOAT. Appreciate that, bro. All right, let's see. Let's see how much you've been watching the content, Bryce. And let's see if you made a good build or not. Fun solo rec build. 1 cap for 96 driving. 2 caps for 91 speed with ball. 3 caps for 92 3-pointer. Leftover caps on ball handle, steal, and perimeter. God damn. My boy got 10 caps on day 1. 6'4". Phone about to die, Bryce. Go plug it in. 93 dunk. 89 3. 85 79 67 block. 80 pass. 89 ball handle. 89 speed with ball. 85 85. Bryce, why do you have 85 vertical? First things first, I don't think you need 85 vertical. Second thing, you should be, I think on this build, on a 6'4" with 93 dunk, you should be getting at least 91 3. Get that zip code badge, bro. I know you said cap breakers on... Oh, you want 96 driving with your cap? But 96 driving isn't anything this year. But 96 driving isn't anything. Like, it's either 93 for gold or 99 for Hoff. Unless there's contact dunk packages at 96, but off memory, I don't think so. Let me check. Animation requirements, dunks and layups, contact dunks. Oh, elite contacts off 2. 96 driving dunk. But it doesn't require more. Oh, okay. On 2K Labs chat, here. This way y'all can see what I'm looking at. Look at. Right here. 2-foot moving dunks, contact dunks. 96 driving dunk requirement, but you need 89 vertical now. So that 85 that you're cap breaking, or that you have your vertical on 85, you're not even getting what you want. It's 96 dunk, 89 vertical. Okay, so definitely double. If you guys watch my video, definitely double check, triple check the animation requirements, bro. Isn't it 82 vert? Man, this is the thing, bro. This shit is all over the place. I ain't gonna lie. Man. 2K Labs is pretty damn accurate, bro. Hold on, let's check everything else. 1 foot is 99 dunk and 90 vertical. 89 seems high. Alley-oop pro contact dunks. 85 vertical. 86 dunk. Oh, for small contacts? Maybe they have it wrong. Maybe they have it wrong. Yo, Static, appreciate the 5 gifteds. It says 82 on the app. Alright. Well, if it is 82, either way, if it is 82, you have 85. You don't need 85. The biggest feedback I'd give you, Bryce, if you're a 6'4" point guard, I get you want the high driving dunk. I would get a higher 3, bro. I think getting 91 3 at least, just to get the zip code. I get it. It's random rec. You just, you want to go catch some bodies and shit. I think if you have zip code and able to catch bodies, your build is going to be more fun to play on. Also, I think you're kind of waiting to get, like, what'd you say, 3 caps on ball handle, 2 on speed with ball. Like, you're waiting 5 cap breakers in to be able to play kind of how you want to play. Like, you're missing out on some good SIGs at a small guard with only 89 ball handle. I don't know if you want to wait weeks, potentially months, to be able to play how you want to play on your build. So I'd consider those changes, bro. But I see the vision in terms of a random rec PG. All right, next up we got A Davis. A Davis _ 936. Adrian, 70 pass act with cap breakers, 87 dunk with caps. Holy shit. Is this good for park and rec? So let me get this straight. You about to rock 45 pass act until you get 5 cap breakers? 90 steal, 82 param, 85 interior, 75 block, 86, 78, 80, 75. What is it like? You're just like a do-it-all? Like all over the place? Whatever? I'm not sure like what role you're playing on the court with this. But if you're looking to play as like the big man back end or whatever, I'm just not sure what the role is you're trying to play. Like you said, this is for park and rec. But if you're like you're like kind of a bigger player, right? You're more of like a power forward, small forward. Like you have rebound, But you get the rebound, you got 45 pass hack. There ain't much you could do with it. Like, you say, oh, bring it up yourself. But you got 52 ball handle and 57 speed with ball. So, like, you can't pass it up the court. You can't dribble it up the court. I think you're kind of limiting yourself. I would definitely tweak it around and give yourself... It's tough, bro. It's tough. My boy, zip him up. Appreciate the 5 gifted, my boy. I ain't gonna lie, my boy. Yeah, you gotta tweak some shit, bro. Especially because, like you said, I mean, you need 10 caps just to make the build the way you want it. And even when it is the way you want it, I don't know if you're going to be happy with it, bro. I think you could definitely tweak this shit around and make a more fun build for you for Parker Rec, bro. I think not being able to pass it up the court and not being able to, like, create off the dribble. I like the defense. I'll say that. Like, I can say that. I like the defense. But you could probably... Man... This one might have me stumped, bro. Can we just start? Can we? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. That's why you watch me, right? Because I'm always honest. Yeah, just go back to when you create the build and just hit reset attributes, bro. And let's just start fresh. We could cook something up a little bit better. Reset the attributes. Let's just, let's just start over, my boy. Adrian, hey, I ain't gonna lie. We can make a better 6'8" than that, bro. We can make a better 6'8" than that, for sure. We could, All right. I do appreciate you, bro. That's my honest opinion. Let's start over. D Sample. Appreciate the 24. Appreciate the 5 get this, my boy. All right, let's see. I usually just play rec. Might try some crew. Play with the crew headquarters, but just for casual play. All right, just for casual play. What we got here? We have a 6'4" and a 6'8". All right. So for casual play, 6'4", 89 dunk, 87 3. 86, 70, no block, 77, 90, 88, 87, 85, 77 vertical. I don't think 77 vert is a threshold for anything, is it? All right, for a 6'4" guard, right off the bat, if you're going 89 dunk, I've said it a million times, I don't like the pro contacts off 1, so I would drop that down to 87. I would lower your wingspan, I'd get a higher 3. Like, you're a 6'4" guard, bro, at least get 91.3 for that zip code. Definitely get that for zip code. And on these small guards, block is so cheap. I feel like you should max out your block. It's the cheapest thing ever, and it's definitely worth it. Outside of that, your ball handle, anytime I'm on a 6'4" or under, bro, I try to get 92 ball handle to unlock like all the small guard SIGs. Occasionally, like when Steve Francis was good, you needed to get to 95, but 92 ball handle is a safe spot. You get Curry SIGs. You unlock pretty much all the good SIGs. I would also say on a 6'4" guard, try to get to 91 speed with ball, bro. Get that Hoff lightning launch, and then +1 it to legend. You're going to be zooming. All right, 6'8". Same comment about the 89 driving dunk. See what I'm saying, bro? On your 6'8", you have better shooting than you do on your 6'4". That shouldn't be how it is. I like the shooting on this. I would say +1 the 3-pointer to 91 though. Get that zip code. I like that you got the 68 block. Maybe try to get that to 70 to get paint patroller since you're right there. But you're gonna have to up your interior to 60 as well to get the bronze paint patroller. 86 ball handle, 80 speed with ball. Good job on that. 75 vert, 87, 85 agility and speed. Yeah. Get the 91.3, get bronze paint patroller, and I think you're in a decent spot with that 6'8". The 6'4", I already told you, get the better shooting, bro. Like, you're a small guard, you shouldn't be out there with no 87 3-pointer, unless you're like max wingspan because you want to get 99 dunk or some shit. All right, next up we got Ham dot holla. Shout out to Swag on the power forward builds. Ah, man, let me get a drink, bro. Alright, primary play rec, back in power forward when I play with my boys. 3 to standing for goal, rise up, rest on defense and playmaking. Shooting guard when in random rec, caps for defense. Alright, this is the power forward. 87 dunk, 89 3. So we're a minimum wingspan power forward, or damn near a minimum wingspan power forward. 6'5 shooting guard, 87 dunk, 94 3 with the ability to go to 99. I like that. 80 interior, 86 perimeter, 77 steal, 60 block, 70, 86, 80, 87, 85, 75 strength, 75 vert. I would just say since you're 6'5", try to get 86 speed with ball at least. This is decent, though. Like, you're set up pretty decent. I would just say you're 6'5", get 86 speed with ball. Okay, now back to this one. Me personally, if I'm playing power forward, it's the same as lock. Like, I want long arms. I'm not going small arms. But if you want to go small arms, I would say the block is a little low. You're playing power forward, I think 70 minimum. Like, you got to at least get paint patroller on bronze. I mean, here you don't even have high flying denier on bronze. So definitely get your block up. I would honestly say sacrifice some ball handle and speed with ball. Like, this is a day one build. I think sacrifice your ball handle and speed with ball. Get more block. Get more O board. Again, you're a power forward. We're talking season 1. Everyone's going to be doinky. Like, having O board and D board is going to be important as a power forward and a center, especially early in the game. If we're talking January, February, March, when everybody's figured out the game and everyone's figured out shooting, you want to just say the O board, I can listen to that a little bit more. I would say invest in both O board and D board early as a big, because you... Yo, Eric, appreciate the 5 gifters, my boy. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it, man. Everyone's going to be missing, and you're going to be missing rebounds. All right, we got JoJo with the Twitch Prime. Coob with the Twitch Prime. Hold on, my boy Jarquan, appreciate the 5 gifted. Static with the 5 gifted. Grizzly with the 5 gifted. Tendy with the tier 1. Zip 'em up with the 5 gifted. Johnny with the Twitch Prime. Dylan with the 8 months. Gregory Gray with the 5 gifteds. Cole for real with the tier 1. Manny with the Twitch Prime. Eric with the 5 gifteds. Ballin' like Kobe with the 6 months. All right, that boy Quan. I'm him. Hey, Joe, I would really like to know what you think about these builds. I'm a rec player. Any advice would help. If you like them or not, love the content. With the power forward, I'll get 93 midi and 91 speed, or 91 3 ball with caps down the line. Okay. Ooh. Can you send actual pictures of the build, bro? Because it's not that I don't trust you, but somebody could Photoshop a QR code onto that that's like gonna hack my shit. Can you send the screenshot of the actual power forward? They not getting me, hoodie. Hell nah. All that. Hey, Miracle Knows. Appreciate you, bro. Please stop spamming the chat. My boy Brady. Appreciate the 5 gifteds. Appreciate the 5 gifteds, Brady. Jay Bowman. Appreciate the Twitch Prime. 6'5" height for a 2-guard this year. Some people are considering it. Yeah, Major. Oh, am I not, LMAC? Appreciate that, Cooler. Coming on TikTok. What you mean locked in? Is that actually JT? I know that's his gamer tag, but this dude could be trolling. I ain't gonna lie. This ain't JT. 500 followers on Twitch? I know Hoodie X Gussie is... that. I know Jason Tatum goes by that gamer tag on Xbox. I think he's on Xbox. I don't think that's JT, though. If that is you... JT, if that is you, I'm definitely down. Just DM me on IG, bro. Or Twitter, either one. DM me and we can set it up for sure. Oh, my boy on a 6'11"? Hold on. I'd like to know what you think about these builds. I'm a rec player. Okay, oh, this is for rec. Okay. A 6'11" center. Small arms. Getting 85, 3, 85. Holy shit. Y'all boys is going crazy. Oh my God. QD, appreciate the 1 year. Ivan, appreciate the 5 gifteds. Chosen, appreciate Chozy, appreciate the 5 gifted. Jordan, appreciate the 5 gifteds. Okay, 6'11", small arms. I would try to get your pass act to 89. Play in center, bro. Get the gold break starter. Again, I like long arm centers, but I understand going small arms. So the main thing with this that I would say that I would prefer is you to have gold break starter. Especially if it's for 5s, like you said, right? Like you said, yeah, for rec. I would try to tweak that. 6'5" shooting guard, 93 dunk, 93 pointer. Get the 91-3 for zip code, bro. Get the 91-3. You got the 86 speed with ball. Ball handle. I've been saying try to get 91, but if you don't want to go 91, get 86. 86 is for Paul George Sigs, and obviously, you know, his escape is really good. So definitely get the Paul George Sigs on this one. Also, you have 48 block, but you are 6'5". I understand. There's only so much you could do. But definitely get the 91-3 and try to get at least the 86 ball handle. Last but not least, a 6'11" power forward. Again, small arms. But I feel like, bro, if you're going to go small arms, why are you only getting an 84-3? I think small arm 6'11 can get like 91.3 or something, or 93. If you're going to go minimum wingspan, get maximum shooting. Like, if not, raise your wingspan up. That only makes the most sense. 90 close shot. Yeah, I think this one you got to move these attributes around a little bit. I think you're prioritizing the wrong thing. Like, going minimum wingspan but not maxing out your shooting, that doesn't, to me, that doesn't make sense, Quan. Nah, you good. Oh, you're at work, bro? I appreciate you tuning in. Hey, either up that wingspan or up that 3-ball, my boy. Small arm, low shooting. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Kwani, appreciate the 5 gifteds. All right, next up we got Motion Matt. Hey, I appreciate you tuning in at work. Hopefully you're not gonna... Hopefully your boss don't see you. Tell your boss I said what up, bro. Tell his ass give you a raise. I don't know if... I might have that shit playing on the speakers. I'm gonna whisper it. Tell his ass give you a raise, bro. All right, I tweaked the guard a bit. Let me know if it's any better after you look at the first one. If you like the second one better, I'd probably say just cat break the 3 in the pass act. All right, I'm gonna look at the most updated one, bro. Like, obviously, if this is the one that you like best, then let's look at this one. I don't need to see the old ones. Let's look at the one you like best. All right, 87 dunk, 92 3. Oh, this is 6'4". Again, why long arms, but 87 dunk? You could go minimum wingspan and still have the 87 dunk. So if you're gonna go 87 dunk, lower the wingspan and get 94 3, so then you have the ability to cap break it to 99. 75 perimeter, so you get the bronze defense. 77 steal for the silver interceptor. 74 pass, 92 ball handle, 91 speed with ball. Yeah, the biggest thing for you, I think, is low. There's no reason to have long arms and go low dunk. Like, the only reason to be going long arms on a small guard is for higher dunk, and you have 87. You can get 87 with a 6'4 wingspan. If you want 87 dunk, lower the wingspan, get the higher 3-ball, immediately, build becomes instantly better, bro. All right, we got Vincentiz. All right. I play Rec and Park. What we think? Rec and Park, 7'4 center with minimum wingspan, 89-3, no perimeter, no steal. All right. Rec and Park. I don't know. Golly. Y'all be making anything. All right. If you want a 7'4 minimum wingspan, 91 standing dunk doesn't get you anything, so drop it to 90. All right. Not my cup of tea, but if this is what we're rocking, this is what we're rocking. I mean, if you want to be 7'4, small arms, all right. I like my centers with at least gold break starter, so I guess, you know, you could try to make that tweak. 85 block. I don't think 85 block gets you anything. So you could drop it to 84 and keep silver paint patroller. Oh no, 85. Wait, 85 block is for the takeover or no? The only thing I would say, bro, is like you want to play Park on a 7'4, unless you're playing 2s and like you're just gonna post score. I'm not sure, like on the 3s, like you're gonna have all that much fun. Listen, I don't know if you want to be 7'4 minimum wingspan. If that's what you want to do, I feel like you could tweak these attributes and make this build better. But overall, if you want to be playing 3s, like in the Park, like you said, I don't think you should be 7'4, bro. I think you're gonna be a little bit slow. Now 85 might just be for an extra badge point or something. Yeah. I'm not sure either. Hold on, let me pull up this builder real quick. I also feel like 57 driving dunk on a center is just crazy, but maybe that's like the highest you could get. Oh, 64. Oh, wait, no, you're 234, so you could get a little bit higher driving dunk. Yeah. If you're looking to play Park, bro, that's what you said, right? Rec and Park. Yeah. I don't know if 7'4 is the move for that. If you just want to be 7'4, I think you're missing thresholds. Like I said, 91 standing dunk isn't anything. 85 block isn't anything. Like, find the badge thresholds. Unless you're getting an extra badge token because you're putting block up or because you're putting standing dunk up, you could optimize what you're looking for a little bit more. This build is not my personal cup of tea, but it is your build. I would just say optimize it as best you can in terms of the badges. Like, 84 block is silver paint patroller. You might as well take that down and then apply those attributes somewhere else to try to make the build a little bit more optimized, Vinny. All right, we got that guy _JR, my boy Junior. All right, it's for Rec with a full 5. Add cap brackets to strength for 85 and 1 point to dunk, just for the basic 75. All right, this is for Rec with his boys. No dunking, 90 layup, 85 3, 87. All right, right off the bat, you're 6'6". Definitely get 86 speed with ball, bro. Get that gold lightning launch, plus one it to Hall of Fame. I would also say you're 6'6", almost max wingspan, but you don't have any attributes that max wingspan is needed for. So I would lower the wingspan and get more shooting, because it's not like you went long arms to get high dunk or you went long arms to get high perimeter. You just went long arms just to have long arms. So if you're not going to utilize the attributes that come with those long arms, lower the wingspan, get more three-pointer, get the 86 speed with ball. I would definitely make those. 86 is for gold lightning launch. 88 is for gold pace. But he's 6'6". You can't get gold pace on a 6'6". Oh, no. 6'6"? I know on a 6'5" you can. 6'6". Nah, on a 6'6" you can only get 86 speed with ball. Alright. Junior, appreciate you, bro. Hey, my boy CG Bread, appreciate that Twitch Prime. Road Rage, appreciate the tier 1. Glow Boys, appreciate the tier 1. TK Reckless, appreciate the tier 1. Bones, appreciate the tier 1. Alright, who's next up on the list? Gold pace worth it? I'm not sure yet, bro. It all depends. My got chalked? What you mean, B Fountain? Hell no, your didn't get chalked. What do you mean? I already did yours, B Fountain. Free car not spinning. What up, NATO? Yeah, through Instagram, Bones. What up, Lou? My boy Hoodie Los with 10 gifted subs, baby. Appreciate you, Hoodie. And my boy Kent with the tier 1. If y'all got one of them gifted subs, make sure y'all say thank you to whoever you got it from. Alright, next up. I run pick and roll, but want to get buckets in the post. Mostly play rec. Park center / power forward. 5 caps for 86 ball handle. Which one are we talking about? Alright, I'm assuming you're talking about this one. Pick and roll, but you like to get buckets in the post. 87 driving, 90 standing. Those are good thresholds. I like the 89 pass. 90 D-board. Yo, Junkyard Jimmy, appreciate the 5 gifteds, bro. Kent Brockman, appreciate the gifted sub as well. So you want to run pick and roll, but also get buckets in the post. You got silver, brick wall. Again, like, you're a 6'11", which, like, I feel like your arms, your 7'3" wingspan, which allows you to get 86 mid and 83-3. Oh, you did that to get the 83-3. Got you. I would say if you want to score in the post, you might as well. You qualify to get post fade phenom on gold. I would say get the mid range to 84 on your build and get the post control to 84, since you already have an 83, and you might as well get the gold post fade phenom. If you, like you said, the main thing you want to do is score in the post. You're right there on those thresholds. Like, you need 4 midi and 1 post control. You might as well. The other thing I would say is you're super close on the layup to 70. Like, it would be cheap to get 70 layup, which you think, like, what is that going to change? But you get bronze physical finisher. So it's like you're right there. You might as well, like, you might as well grab it. Outside of that, like, I'm not super opposed. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is, like, I get you went 83 strength for the brick wall on silver. But if you want to score in the post, a lot of times you're probably not going to be bullying people with 83 strength and 83 post control. So getting that post fade phenom on gold just absolutely makes sense, because that's going to be one of the main things you're going to go to. If you're going to score in the post, it's going to be on like hop shots and fades and stuff like that. It's not just going to be like going straight through somebody's chest, bro. So I would say in terms of that, oh, you want me to look at this 6'7" too? I'm not sure what this 6'7" is for though, bro. You just sent Park center, power forward, 5K. Oh, park center. Park center or power forward, so you're pretty much playing back end. I don't like the fact that you have a 60 steal on the back end. A lot of the other attributes are in good spots, like the silver break starter for park is straight. I would also get the 40 standing dunk just to get the standing dunk packages unlocked. I'd probably sacrifice a little bit of interior and get some steel, bro. Like, you're a 6'7" back end with 60 steel. I'm not with that. All right, next up, we got Eric. First, damn, y'all boys be making builds planning for hella cap breakers. Something to play big on 2s and 3s and occasionally play rec with the IRLs. Looking for something that is good by end of week 1. 3 caps probably. Okay. Steel Curtain. I like the name. All right. For Park, you're not in a terrible spot here. I would say I don't think 92 rebound is a threshold for anything this year. I think that's going off last year's stuff, so probably want to revisit. Let me see. Is 92 rebound a threshold for anything? 92 O board is a threshold. 92 D board? No. So last year that would have gave you gold rebound chaser, but the thresholds for rebounding is different, so definitely revisit that. I like the fact that you're max wingspan. I know you're planning on putting cap breakers. The only other thing I would say is like, I think you are planning for too many caps. Like you said, first cap to get Dishmaster. Next 2 caps for 87 driving dunk. Can go 93 later on if needed. Next 3 caps on defensive rebound. Oh, that's why, because you want to put 3 caps to 95 D board. Yeah, I don't think you should. I mean, I guess you're planning for 6 cap breakers. It's not crazy. I don't hate it, Eric. I like the fact there's aspects of the build that I like. Is 88 strength a brick wall threshold? Why'd you go 88 strength? Oh, box out boss on gold. That's valid. I don't hate it, Eric. I don't hate it. Let me see one more thing, actually. On a 6'9 max wingspan, your maximum steal is a 90, and you only have 77. If I were you, again, I'm not you. So if you just want to like have the OD interior, go for it. If I were you, I'd lower my interior and get more steel. But that's just me. Like if I'm playing back end, I want to have really good steel. But I don't hate it. I see the vision. What up, Tea Time? All right, next up. Oh, my boy B Fontaine. Okay, I picked the wrong account. Oh shit. My bad, B Fontaine. Okay, right here. I picked Bryce Kleber. All right. Yo, Zeta, appreciate the 5 gifted. Susano, appreciate the gifted sub. B Fontaine, my bad, bro. I didn't realize I clicked the wrong account. What up, Coffee On? This is for 5s. Running with a new team this year. Getting more into comp. Ooh, okay. Made for zone type defense to help with the OBL and can shoot the dips. Could probably swap ball handle and standing, I'm thinking. 6'9". Wait, hold on. Made for zone type defense to help with the on-ball lock. So you're playing back end? B Fontaine. If you're going to play back end in Comp Pro-Am, like, I think 6'9". It's tough to say what the meta is going to be for back ends, but off the bat, I think 6'9" with 73 speed is going to be too slow. Also, if you're a back end, you're going to want max wingspan. You're going to want more steel. And I think you're investing in, like, you having 89 perimeter but only 77 steel is like backwards in terms of how you want to create your back end build. Also, you're 6'9 but only have 80 D board. I don't like that. Max out this wingspan, get more speed, get more steel. Also, you're a back end with bronze break starter. I don't like that either. Get more pass act. Okay, that's the feedback I would give. I think 6'9 is a little too big. Or what's the max speed you could get on a 6'9"? I don't even know. But you can't go minimum wingspan because it's gonna. I mean, you can't go minimum weight because it's gonna kill your rebounding. Yeah, faster, more steel. You could be minimum weight at 6'9". Get an 83 speed, 90 D board, 91 D board, 90 O board. Yeah, no, definitely you're going to want to rework that, bro. You want more steel. You want more speed. You want more pass act. Like, you're playing back end, and like you said, Comp Pro-Am 2. Yeah, like, you got to make some changes to that, bro. What did his vert say? He had, oh, yeah, you need more vert too. 72 vert, B Fontaine? Damn, my shit fries. I got you. I'm going to rework it. Get back in that lab, my boy. Hey, no troll. You could look at Swag's video a little bit. 90 driving up with 72 vert. Yeah. Yo, B Fontaine. Hey, brother. What the f you doing? All right, Brady. 11. Nutter. Power forward. 5 caps to push 87 mini for silver smooth. Point guard. 2 caps. 93-3. 87. 2 for 87 midi. 85 strength for golden movable. 3v3 or rec. All right. 6'9". What is this? It's a power forward build. 3v3 and wreck. He's on a 6'9". You guys in these no steal like back end builds. All right, power forward with 65 D board. Don't like that. Yeah, the biggest critique to start with is why the do you have 65 D board, bro? Yeah, I don't like this build, bro. I don't like the vision. Like you're prioritizing the wrong shit. You got 56 steel and 65 D board, but then you put your layup to 80, your ball handle to 80, your perimeter to 86, which I wouldn't mind the perimeter at 86, but like you're playing back end, like you know what I mean? You're gonna be guarding the other team's center, playing pick and roll defense, and you got no steal. They're gonna be throwing that shit at your head. All right, and this is your 6'5", no dunking, 91-3. Yo, my boy Kent Brockman, appreciate the 5 gifted subs. 6 gifted subs, Kent, appreciate you, bro. All right, 6'5", no dunking, 91-3. 85 strength, 88 speed with ball, 92 ball handle, no steal. I don't love it, if I'm being honest, but again, it's obviously your build, so it's your play style. In terms of making it better, the 56 steal, man. Quickest no dip. Appreciate the 5 gifted subs. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You want the strength, but I feel like for a day one build, you're prioritizing some of the wrong shit. Like, why are we prioritizing the strength on a point guard over having better shooting, having some steal to be able, you know what I mean? You're undersized, and then they're just going to be throwing cuts at your face because you don't have any steal. No dunk, but only an 80 lay. Yeah, I would say with this one, I just think you could just make a much better 6'5". But if you want to be like no dunking, only layup, cool. But I still feel like you could like make this better in terms of allocating your attributes to more valuable areas. Even if you don't put dunk, that's fine. But like, yeah, I don't like this 6'5". You could make a better 6'5". You could just make an overall better 6'5". And the power forward, like I said, you're prioritizing the wrong attributes. Like, you should have more steal and more defensive rebound if you're going to be trying to play back end. Brady. Appreciate you, Brady. Yo, Quinn Sarah, appreciate the 5 gifteds. All right, Ryan Rosefeld _. I can't access the Catbreaker screen due to login issues, though, through PSN, so unfortunately going to have to judge it off no caps. I mean, that's how we should be looking anyways. All right, we got a 6'7". Wait, is this a good lock build? Okay, 6'7" lockdown. 87 dunk, 37. Get the 40 standing for the packages. 87 three-pointer. It's a lock, so we got 90 steal. All right, you're a lock with no block. I don't like that. 92 param, 86 ball, no 75 speed with ball. Yeah, the biggest critique of this is you're a lock with no block. Get your block up. Get that 40 standing dunk too. It's so like it's super cheap. You're right there at 37. You might as well just get 40. What was the speed? 82 speed. Yeah. Speed and agility are low too for a lock. Get block, get higher speed, get higher agility. Those are the 3 instant improvements you can make on that if you're looking to be guarding the ball on that, bro. Any viewers wireless, but if you get 5, you skip the line. All right, next up we got Jordan James live. Hey, but what do you think about this build? Of the content, hopefully one day I'll be able to play on Black Market. I play Prime and Rec mostly. 6'8" shooting guard, 86 dunk. All right, you should have 87 because that's going to get you silver posterizer. So get that +1 on your driving dunk. 92 3, 87 mid. I like that. 85 perimeter, 83 steal. 70 block, 60 interior, 70 pass, 86 ball handle, 80 speed with ball, 87, 85, 75. Only thing you f up on is get the 87 driving dunk, bro. You hit your thresholds. For a shooting guard, you prioritize the right attributes. It's well done. One of the better builds we've seen tonight. Well done. Usually play the secondary ball handler or hash lock. 6'5", 87 dunk. I would get the 40 standing to get the packages. You're 6'5", you can get standing dunks. 94 3, 87 mid-range, 86 perimeter, 77 steal. Max the block with 70 interior, 70 pass, 86 ball handle, 86 speed with ball, 87, 82, 75. You hit your thresholds, bro. If you want to play shooting guard, you got the option. 6'8", 6'5", small tweak. I think well done. 2 solid builds, bro. Well done, Jordan. Make those little tweaks. Those builds will be that much better. think you did a good job. Wait, hold on. What was the speed on the 6'5"? As a shooting guard, 87 speed. And on the 87 speed, yeah. And then later on down the line, when you get more cap breakers, you can just put them on speed. Those builds will last you for months, bro, as you unlock cap breakers. Because you can, on the 6'5", you can just make them faster. Great job, bro. Those little tweaks, though. Make those little tweaks. I think those will make the builds that much better. All right, we got Kwani. I'm assuming it's... No. This one? Kwani 21? Yo. My boy Left with another 20 gifted subs. Yo, Left. Left you, bro. If y'all got one of them gifted subs from Left, make sure y'all say thank you, bro. That's 45 gifted subs tonight from Left. W Mans, man. Holy shit. W Mans. Hoodie Mills, appreciate the 5 gifted. Quincerius, appreciate the 5 gifted. All right, I think we're all cut up. Step back, said, damn, I didn't get one. You're going to get one, bro. All right. I play Pure 5, so Rec and probably Crew headquarters this year. Much respect, Joe. Appreciate you, gang, and love the stream. Appreciate you, Kwani. I mostly play 2 guard, but my team want me to play all around at the point this year, so I'm going to test it out. But I still want my 2 guard. Dunk on the PG is 3 caps 87. Shooting guard 2 caps for 87. Okay, so he's cap breaking his dunk on both of these. So you're gonna cap break your dunk. You have 90. This is a 6'3" with 93.3. 86 pass, 92 ball handle, 88 speed with ball. Okay, you're a 6'3" point guard. Get 91 speed with ball. And get 94.3 so that you can cap break your 3 to 99 eventually. 71 perimeter, 77 steal. Solid defense to guard the corner. You're going to cap break your dunk. I don't hate it. Get the 91 speed with ball, though, and get your three-pointer up. Also, you missed the midi fading thing. It's 87 for the midi fade on silver. I would get the 87 mid, the 94-3, 91 speed with ball. Okay, onto the 2 guard, 6'8". Gonna cap break your dunk. You got 93 mid, 92-3. I like that. 60, 85, 77, 68. I would say you're 6'8". Try to get 70 block, bro, to get Bronze Paint Patroller. 76, 86, 80. Good. 87, 85. Not bad. I like the 6'8" more than the 6'3". The 6'8", the 6'3", you need to make some major tweaks. The 6'8", yeah, get Bronze Paint Patroller and pretty solid. Obviously, you know, you're relying on cap breakers, but if you grind the game and get those cap breakers, then you'll be good to go. All right, next up, we got That Way. That Way. All right. This is looking like my day 1 Rec Center build. First caps will be on O board. All right, so you're kind of a medium wingspan 6'10", so you're getting the limitless range on bronze, 85 interior, 84 block, 77 pass, 95 strength. I like the vertical. I think your driving dunk is way too low. Wait, you said you're going to cap break your dunk? Oh, no, you said cap break your O board. I think your driving dunk is way too low for a 6'10". I would definitely up the dunk. And, you know, silver break starter in the Rec, it's probably fine. I'd prefer gold as the center, but definitely the driving dunk, in my opinion, is too low. This will be my get a bucket build, too, for my 5s. I average around 25 points per game for my 26 build like this. Get a bucket build in the 5s. Shooting guard build, 6'6", no dunking, 96 mid, 93. I would get the 91-3 to get the zip code, bro. No steal, no block on shooting guard, but high speed. Okay. I don't like the no steal, no block. In my opinion, I would change that for sure. Even if you want no finishing, that's fine. But no steal, no block is troll, in my opinion, on shooting guard. Also, you're 6'6". I would try to get more ball handle. And as a 6'6", only having 80 speed with ball, like, you might as well be 6'8", bro. So if you want to be 6'6" to get this really high speed, I would at least get 86 speed with ball. I was gonna say at least 83. I'm sorry for Zach LaVine, but you're 6'6". You should be getting Gold Lightning launch. 86 speed with ball for Gold Lightning launch. And as a 6'6", I would at least get 86 ball handle, if not 91. Like, pretty much I feel like this build right here, you should just be, if you want to make it like this, you should just be 6'8". But if you want to be 6'6" because you like that really high speed, then tweak these attributes to get the ball handle, the speed with ball, like get some steal, some block. As a shooting guard, like, you're going to be playing defense, bro. So, yeah, in the center, like I said, you're a 6'10". You should have higher driving dunk. Also, like, you have 80 standing dunk, but for silver rise up, it's 81 standing dunk. So you might as well just put one more tick and get the 81 standing. Like, make sure you're looking at those badge thresholds while you're making your build that way. Yo, random 2K player. Appreciate the 5 gifteds, bro. All right, next up, Ivan Veld. All right, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't think I can look at 9 like builds per person. Oh, these are all cap breakers and shit. 5v5, do it all. Do it all build. 87 dunk, a little bit of rebound. You got post control, perimeter steal block, ASO mid post dunker. For a do it all build, not bad. You hit all your thresholds. For a do it all build for like, what'd you say? For rec, right? Oh, 5v5, yeah. For do it all like random rec build, I think your thresholds on that one are decent. This is a wing build. Oh, like a back end build. You love that post control, huh? 93 O board, 78 D board. You understand your badge thresholds. Like you're not prioritizing all the attributes that I would probably prioritize, but you understand what you're doing. And they're your builds, so that's what's most important. I would just say on this one, maybe try to at least get silver break starter. Like you're playing power forward and you got bronze break starter, but maybe if you're playing random rec, you're not trying to throw the break anyways. All right, another power forward. A little different. Thank you for helping everyone make a good build. A lot of love from the Netherlands. Appreciate you, bro. Okay, so another power forward, 6'8". You love that post control, huh? I f with that. This is like a small forward wing build for like random rec. You really like all around builds, is what I can tell. You're hitting all your badge thresholds for what you want, like your post fade phenom, 84 mid, 84 post control on gold. You're hitting your badge thresholds for the type of, so you know what you're doing. Like you're not like, there's no blatant errors. Again, it's not what I would want to prioritize in my build, but it's not my build, it's your build. And you're hitting all your thresholds, so there's nothing that really stands out in terms of like, oh, you made a mistake here. I would just say on the power forward, maybe consider getting more break starter, but I understand like if you're playing 5s in the random rec, half the time you don't even want to throw that shit up the court anyway, so bring that shit up yourself. All right, next, M. Hernandez Jr. 6. Up left, gifted 40 subs. Okay, left. This is you right here. Did you just make your... Oh, no, you got 6 followers. All right. Hey, Joe, this is up left. Just made this build. 6'1" point guard. All right, left. First of all, why the f are you 6'1", but only have an 89 three-pointer and 88 speed with ball, left? You're 6'1", baby. Get 90... If you're going to go 6'1", get a higher 3 ball. Also, get higher speed with ball. Like, you're going small. You're going small to get access to those attributes. Do not be out there on no 6'1" point guard with 89 3, bro. If you're going to go 6'1", get high 3, get high speed with ball. Even if you want to be like kind of what you're doing, like a two-way, like 6'1" point guard, guard the other team's point guard, and still run point. I would still say, if you're going to be, like, if you don't want to play with a higher 3 and higher speed with ball, you might as well be taller, is what I would say. I play rec and pro, I'm at the point, but my team usually doesn't run a lock, so I have to guard the ball too. Yeah, so even if you're going to do that, I would still say you should have a higher 3. If you don't want to have a higher 3, I would say make a taller player. It's also going to be difficult, I think, guarding the ball with the 6'1", bro. Depending on the level of competition you're playing against. This is going to be my 4 build for when my boy plays point. All right, this is a power forward build, 6'10", so you're a big boy at power forward. Again, power forward with no steal. Y'all really like back end power? Like, y'all really like playing back end with no steal? I get it's for rec, though, so it's a little different. I would just say as a power forward, I would like to be a bit faster. I would definitely want to have steal. I would say the 85 pass as a power forward. I feel like as a power forward, you should either have 77 pass or 89 pass. Like, choose if you want silver or gold break starter. Watching them passes sail right by your head and can't do nothing about it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would, I think 6'10" is a little big for a back end, in my opinion. But also, like you said, you're playing rec with the homies, so it's not like a super high level in terms of competition. But I would say, like, definitely, like, try to get some steal, bro. Like, power forward with no steal is a little tough. This is my lock build for rec and pro. I'm going to use caps on shooting once I get them. Okay, so a 6'7" lock. Again, you're a lock with small arms, but you have a 75-3. Max out your wingspan, bro. There's no reason you shouldn't have max wingspan on a lockdown. Maybe one tick below. Maybe one tick below on the wingspan if that gets you like a better shooting badge or something. But there's no reason to only have a 6'10 wingspan and then have a 75-3 ball on a lock. Alright, so up that freaking wingspan, baby. That's the biggest feedback on this. Up the wingspan. There's literally no reason you shouldn't have max wingspan with the attributes that you're going for off this. Pressure cooker. I like the name, though. What was the name of the point guard? Pesky play shot? My boy left, man. What a guy. A 6'1", a 6'10", and a 6'7". My boy been in the lab. Workshopping now? Got you, bro. Appreciate you, left. Your T2323. Alright, Aaron. Let's see what we got. Mostly playing rec in threes park. 2 cap breakers on dunk. 3 caps on 3. 1 on steal. Mostly playing rec in threes. 6'4" point guard. 87 dunk. 91 3. 85 72. No block. 80 91 91. 87 81 80. Alright, I would say mostly playing rec in threes park. Alright, as a 6'4" guard, if you're going to go 87 driving dunk, Aaron, you might as well get a 94-3 off the rip so that you could eventually cap break it to 99. Like, there's no reason to stop yourself at 94-3 if you're only going to go 87 dunk. Okay? The other thing I would say on these small guards, like, block is super cheap, bro. I would max your block out just because it's so cheap. And then also your 6'4", I would try to get 92. Wait, you said you're going to cap break ball handle? No. I would get 92 ball handle to unlock the all the like the Curry sigs and some better dribble moves. Like as a small guard, bro, unless you're going high dunk, there's no reason to not have the small arms. So I would make those tweaks. 2Tech. What is going on, 2Tech? How you feeling tonight, brother? Silver Bullet BP is up next. We got ourselves a Pro-Am hash build. Oh, Zeta. What's good, Zeta? 5 on dunk for 87 dunk plus 5 on midi. So it's going to be, ooh, a 6'5". He's going to cap break his dunk. And he's going to cap break his mid-range to 99. High speed. Zeta, the only thing that stands out on this is the 41 block. Again, it's just so cheap. Like, I would just max it. Like, or not max, but like get a 60 block. Big difference between 30, 40 block and 60. I'd get 60 block. Also, if you're going to be playing shooting guard, bro, probably want to get a little bit more perimeter. 82 might be a little bit low to be guarding up top. All right, here's another hash. 5 on dunk, 5 on 3. Pro-Am hash. Was 6'4". So you have a 99-3. This is to guard the hash? 99-3, and you're going to cap break your dunk, 87 dunk. Again, guarding the hash with 82 perimeter and 54 block. I think you're going to want to, and you're only 6'4". I think you're going to want some more defense, bro. If you play against a hash that's 6'8", shooting over your head, that's going to be tough. 92 ball handle, 86 speed with ball. I don't think I don't know. I guess maybe, bro. Oh my God, let me see a 6'4", 6. That's what I'm saying too. If you face a big shooting guard, that's good. It's gonna be tough on a 6'4", bro. Even on a 6'5", it could potentially be tough, but 6'4", yeah, you're definitely gonna need look into that defense a little bit, bro. Rob, appreciate the 5 gifteds, bro. All right, let me catch up on subs, chat. Mr. Protech, appreciate the tier 1. Truly John, appreciate the tier 1. Bones, appreciate that gifted. Ivan, appreciate the tier 1. Bones, appreciate that gifted. Send build on Instagram, bro. ! IG. Alright, next up. My boy Quarvion, appreciate the 5 gifted subs, bro. Alright, next up we got Trey. My boy Trey Robinson. Alright. I'm a rec player, 2 guard. Alright, 2 guard in the rec. 87 driving. I would get the 40 standing, bro. You're 6'5". It's super cheap. Get the standing dunk package. 91 mid, 89 3. 91 perimeter, 71 steal, 41 block. I would get your block up. Like I said, it's super cheap on a 6'5". Ooh, okay. I would get 86 speed with ball to get the lightning launch at least, bro. I would, as a 6'5", I would have a higher 3, bro. At least a 91 3. Like, otherwise you might as well just be taller. Like, if you're going to make this build, you might as well go 6'8". But if you want to be 6'5", the thing is, if you go 6'5", minimum wingspan, you can still get solid perimeter. You might not get the 91 like you have now, but you'll be able to get a much higher three-pointer if you lower your wingspan a little bit. If you don't want to lower your wingspan, I would make a taller build. Like if you're going 6'5", it should be to get access to the higher three. All right. Next up. Oh, these are the cap breakers. Oh, and crew 5s. Okay. So rec and pro-am pretty much. Yeah, I would either get if you're going to stay 6'5", get the 86 speed with ball. I would try to get higher ball handle too to get access to those SIGs. And like I said, the block is super cheap. The 40 standing dunk is super cheap. So those you barely have to tweak anything to get. And then if you're going to stay 6'5", get a higher 3. If you don't want to get the higher 3, make a taller build. Because height does matter on defense, bro. And if you're playing shooting guard, you're going to need to be able to play a little bit of defense. Appreciate you, Trey. Hayden. I play hash and no dip in rec with 5. I usually guard the lock because my PG guards the shooting guard. Okay. So you're a shooting guard that guards the corner. 87 dunk, 40 standing. You're going to have a 99 3. Or no, you're 6'6". Okay, so you have a 94 3. That's max. So you get KD go to 86, 86, 70. You got silver interceptor, 82 perimeter, 87 speed, 85 agility. Not bad. I would get your block up, especially guarding the corner. It's super cheap. You might as well have a higher block. But you hit all your thresholds. You know what you're looking to do. Other thing I would say is you could try to get 91 ball handle to get access to all the dribble SIGs as a 6'6", but not a necessity as a shooting guard depending on how you play. Overall, not bad. Not bad at all. You hit the thresholds, you hit the thresholds. Oh, I reworked it a little bit, put more block, took the vert down. Oh, did you have high vert in this one? Oh, yeah. You want what? For gold pogo, you had it? Okay, this one. Yeah, you got more block now. Yeah, this is a better version for sure. Last thing is just like, if you wanted the higher ball handle, you're guarding the corner, you could probably put your perimeter down to 75 and get higher ball handle. But if you're cool with just Paul George SIGs and like missing out on like the SGA SIG, LaMelo, and those SIG, Kobe SIGs, if you're cool missing on those SIGs, I think you got a solid build right there for how you're looking to play, Hayden. Yo, Tigers, appreciate the 5 gifted subs, baby. Sheesh. Y'all boys going crazy, chat. Golly. _ Quinn Sear. My boy verified on this. Hold on. You famous? Boy got that check mark of doom. We had some big men's earlier, Jameer. All right. What we got here? Center park / back end rec and pro and build. Just need ideas of ways to improve. Pass act mad cheap on a 6'9". Tried to lower the heights. I'll tweak depending on how fast we get caps. Also this build. 5 on driving to 87. 3 on midi. Plan on using this shooting guard small forward offensive build. I saw James Harden might be a solid substitute dribble style. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. 90 close shot. You're cap breaking the dunk, you said. 91 mid, 91 3. Wait, hold on. What is this? Appreciate the 5 gifteds. Okay, I'm just confused. Is this the center? This ain't the center with 70 rebound, right? Like, this one up here is the center. The first is the back end. Okay, this is your back end. You said you were going to 6'9", max wingspan, 90 steal, 90 perim. All right, absolutely no finishing, I think, is probably a little troll. I would say if you're going to be the center in the park and setting screens, try to get 83 strength to get silver brick wall. If you're playing center, I would take your perimeter down to start. Like, I would lower your perimeter probably to 82. And then you could apply that to strength to 83. Try to get some higher vertical. And if you're going to be the center setting screens and rolling, you're going to need some finishing, bro. I'd try to get maybe 87 driving dunk. You can still rock the 40 standing, like, early in the year, you know, like. But I would try to get 87 driving. Otherwise, there's just no reason for you to roll. Like, oh, we don't pick and roll? And you don't cut back door either? Because I feel like even if you're spotting up corner, the ability to cut out the corner with 87 dunk is a really nice thing to have. I do? Yeah, so I would try to get that 87 driving. But other than that, you're going in the right direction. Like I said, I try to get the 83 strength, a little bit higher vertical. Probably try to get 80 vertical, 83 strength. I think would be a pretty good spot for you. And if it's mainly for park, you I like the 89 pass, but you could probably go 77 for threes in the park, and that would probably free you up to get the strength, get the vertical, and get the driving dunk once you lower the perimeter and pass act. That's what I would say on that. Take those ideas into consideration. What is this? This is to play shooting guard or small forward. I think the 90 close shot is crazy. Good shot ratings, pass act, ball handle, speed with ball, solid defense ratings. You hit your defense thresholds with the 85, 77, 78. Yeah, I would say the close shot, bro. Like, get 87 driving dunk. Like, I think you'll use the 87 driving dunk a lot more. Oh, you want to cap break the dunk? Okay. Yeah. I mean, I still think the 90 close shot is insane, but if you want it and then you want to cap break your driving dunk later on, it's your build, baby. Rock out. You're going to be doing a whole lot of step throughs with that 90 close shot. Fuck it. Ghost stepper. Actually, you won't even have ghost stepper, will you? Because I think ghost stepper, you need post control, no? Oh, no. Ghost stepper, you'll have that on gold. Yeah, you could get it for close shot or post control. So you'll have ghost stepper. Fuck it. Step throughs for days, baby. Go crazy with it. Appreciate you, Quinn. All right, we got Miles Bell. Mainly a pass first fives guard, looking to run 5 out. Pass first point guard. Okay. We got a 6'4", 87 dunk, 89 3, 85 90, 69 block, 85 91, 88. All right, you're 6'4". In my opinion, you should have 91 speed with ball. You should have 92 ball handle. So you're close to those thresholds, so tweak it to get those. You're also a 6'4" with 87 driving dunk. I don't think there's any reason for you to only have 89 3. I would understand if you had 93 driving dunk or something like that and you had a lower 3 because you went higher driving dunk. But only going 87 driving, there's no reason on a 6'4" you should only have 89 3. Okay? Get a higher 3 or get a higher driving dunk, one or the other. Get the 92 ball handle, get the 91 speed with ball. Next up, Jay Hendricks. Yo, Wireless, appreciate the Twitch Prime. Hey, put me on that list. I forgot about Prime subs. Turbo too good. To skip the line, Wireless, it's 5 gifteds, bro. I do appreciate that Prime ski though. Chat, you guys can sub for free with exclamation point Prime. What up, JB? What up, Lie? Breezy, appreciate the 5 gifteds. Ghost, appreciate the 5 gifteds. Gremlin, appreciate that Twitch Prime. Can we see the line? How many people are in here right now? About 2,000? About 2,000 people, bro. You want to see my DMs for builds? We could keep going, bro. This is all builds. All right. All right, next up. Who was up? It was Hendricks. All right. Can't figure out which is best for 2s and 3s. Not sure how much the difference of 87 to 93 midi is for smooth operator. Worried about low interior and block if I play 2s. Okay, this is for park. 2s and 3s. Which build is best? 6'5", no dunking. 94 3, 83. Oh, no block, no interior. 91 88. Okay. 6'5", no dunking. 94 3, 93 mid. 83 77. 86 86. 6'5", no dunk. Okay, so you're just no dunking on every build. 94 3. Okay. I would say, for these, you're playing 2s with no dunking. I would try to blend this build with this build. Try to get the 93 mid, 94 3, because you're relying on mids and 3s only. Like, you don't have layup, you don't have dunk, you got nothing. You're shooting, that's the offense. Get more block and more interior for when you play 2s. Like, this has 60 block, 65 interior. That you're going to have a better chance to get stops with that. And block and interior are cheap on a 6'5", so I think you can get the 93 mid, 94 3 with the like high interior, high block. I would also just say maybe consider. I don't know if you'd have enough attributes though, but again, like if you want to get Kobe Sigs, SGA Sigs, LaMelo Sigs, you need 90. You get the 91 ball handle, so you get access to all the Sigs. Especially if you're gonna be playing 2s, bro, that SGA that launches you to the side is gonna be super valuable with that 93 mid. So maybe try to get that 91 ball handle. Block and interior are super cheap, bro. So like You're going to get those no problem. And then I would just say instead of 83 perimeter, like how this build has 85, get the 85. I think you should be able to manipulate your build enough to get that since you have no finishing. And like you don't need vertical because you have no finishing. I think you can get close to that with no caps. Gonna cap break. Oh, you're gonna cap break to 87 driving dunk and +1 on vert. All right, but that's 5 cap breakers away. Like you're far from that. Yeah, this first one has the 91 ball handle, but still no interior, no block. I think there's a fourth version of these 3 builds that you can blend the attributes best to give yourself the best build. So I think it's just about you getting back in the lab a little bit and really getting down to those fine details of how to optimize the build. All right, next up we got Patrick Irish. Is that you, Patrick Irish Patrick Irish 23? I don't see no 23 on the list. I'm assuming this is you. Yeah. All right. Is it this one? This is the most recent one. All right. Center build. 5 caps on 3. 5 caps on rebound. And 1 cap on pass act. All right. Hold on. 87. This is a 6'10 center. 93, 87 rebounding. 83, 3. 87 driving. 90 standing. 82 interior. 84 block. 89 pass act. But you said you already have the 83, 3. Oh, on this one, this is an inside. 6'11 that you're going to cap break the 3 down the line. 60 steal. All right, hold on. This is the first one. 85, 70, 87, 90. All right, your finishing stats are good for a 6'11. You're going to cap break your 3 to 83, which is why you don't have max wingspan. 94 O board, 87 D board. 88 interior, 60 steal, 84 block, 90 pass act, 85 strength, 76 vertical. I mean, obviously, the only thing I would just say about this is you're waiting for 5 caps to be able to pop. So you're pretty much an inside till then. But those thresholds are not bad on that one. Yo, Rob O, appreciate the tier 1. All right, this one. The only thing with this is you're 6'10", and you're kind of like, for a 6'10", I feel like you don't have great vertical and you're slow. So it's almost like you could make this exact build at 7 foot and it would be better. I feel like the reason for going 6'10" would be to be more athletic, to be more mobile, to be more like, let me see, hold on, at 7 feet tall, and you want an 83 3-pointer. Yeah, like you can make this build at 7 feet. You might as well be taller. So either get like more speed, more agility, more vertical, or make the build taller for this one. The reason for being undersized is so that you get crazy vert and crazy speed. I got the best build in the game. It's gonna break 2K. No way, bro. All right, next up, stage 1's build. Okay, we haven't had any 1's builds. I like the sound of this. I didn't look at different thresholds. I only need 1 or 2 at the most stops on D. I'll have 6 caps by week 2. Thinking about using them on speed with ball and ball handle. All right, 1v1 court build. We got a little 79 game win streak right here. 6'5". All right, 1's court build. No pass accuracy. Good job. 6'5", 93 mid, 89 3. 86 close shot, 85 layup, 87 dunk. For the 1s, 80 interior, 85 perimeter. Okay, you're 6'5". I would just say, well, you don't really need zip code because you're on the 1's court. There really isn't a lot of space to shoot from limitless. So I understand going higher on the midi. I would say, though, bro, with the attributes you have, either get more ball handle and speed with ball or just make this build at 6'8". I think the close shot's a little OD too, but I guess you're on the 1, so what? Sometimes you kind of have to like mash some shit. I feel like you could make this exact same build at 6'8", and you're just getting 3 more inches of height, which would be valuable on the 1s. Like, there's nothing on this build here that you couldn't get at 6'8" and get 3 more inches of height. Oh, the speed with ball, yeah. Okay, 6'7" then. If you want 83 speed with ball for Zach LaVine, you can make this exact same build at 6'7" and be 2 inches taller. Yeah. 78 game win streak on the 1s in the stage, though, bro. You clearly know what you're doing. Good shit. Hey, let me ask you this, bro. DM me on Instagram. Have you ever played Young Dirk on the 1s in the stage? Let's get back to it. Next up, we got L Mac 1. Calcutta. Appreciate the 5 gifted. Big 5 gifted, Cal. My boy A. Roy with 5 gifties too. Man, if y'all got one of them gifted subs, make sure y'all say thank you, bro. I appreciate y'all. Alright. Shooting guard, point guard, pro-am 3s and 5s, plus rec. Looking for longevity, only make 1-2 builds a year. Guard on ball most of the time. 2 versions of this build. Plus 5 to 3-pointer to start. Okay. Let's check it out. He only makes 1 to 2 builds a year. So he's looking for longevity. Keep that in mind. 6'5", 87 drive, and 94-3 with the 87 mid. We're off to a good start. 85 perimeter, 79 steal, 62 block, 80, 86, 86. Alright, I don't think 79 steal is a threshold unless you're getting an extra defensive badge. So probably drop that down to 77. Same thing with block. I would just drop it to 60. Just hit that threshold for 60. I don't think there's a difference between 60 and 62 block. Next, you're a 6'5". Maybe try to get higher ball handle like I've talked about to get access to the SIGs. But you're looking for longevity, so it's a pretty easy spot where it's like, all right, my first 5 caps go to 3. My next 5 caps go to ball handle. Like, you're 10 caps into the year now. Your build is, you know what I mean? Your build's hanging in there. Okay, second version of the build. 87 dunk. 40 standing instead of the 60. 87 mid, 94-3. It's still 6'5". 85, 79, 62, 80, 86. Oh, the only difference with this is what? You got the D board? Oh, the cap breakers aren't as valued. That's why. So, on the second version, you think you got better caps? Oh, because you can get steel to 92 and perimeter to 92. And this one, it's 90 and 91. Okay, I feel you. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for longevity, you probably want to go with the better cap breakers, bro. Like 40 standing dunk versus 60, it's not gonna make that big of a difference. But hold on, let me look at something on defense. Oh yeah, 92 perimeter for challenger gold is still the threshold. Yo, Bully CJ, appreciate the Twitch Prime. Hey Joe, do you know if you can activate multiple takeovers at once? Yes, you can, Bully. Yes, they confirmed that. I talked about that in my video today. Yeah, I would go for the better caps, bro. You're not going to notice that big of a difference between the 40 and the 60. Overall, I think you did a pretty good job with those builds in terms of what you're looking to do and to sustain like the longevity of the build, like you said, because you don't want to make multiple builds. Or you don't typically make multiple builds throughout the year. You did a pretty good job with those, bro. Zion City Kibo. I play rec only. These are my 2 builds, both locks, and I play... Wait. These are my 2 builds, both locks, and I play PG mostly. On the first build, plus 5 for 89 driving dunk. If you tweak something, tell me, thanks. On the second build, it will be plus 2 on interior, plus 1 on block, and plus 2 on pass, and plus 1 on strength. Same thing, what you like and what you would tweak. These are the... So they're locks, but you're playing point guard? Okay, 6'6". You're going to cap break the dunk, you said eventually. 91-3, or 91 mid, 87-3, 91 perimeter, 84 steal, 72 block. You're playing point guard with 70 pass and 75 ball handle? I'm confused. But I would try to get 85 steal because that's the steal takeover. If you want to use the steal takeover, I think you need 85 steal. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. That's just off the dome. I could be wrong. If you're going to play point guard, you probably want to have better playmaking though, bro. And if you're going to be cap breaking your dunk to 89, you only got 73 vertical, so you're not even getting the contact dunks and silver posterizer. So you're going to need to make sure you get 75 vertical if you're going to do that. Okay. Second one is another 6'7". 88 mid, 83 3. What was the first one was 6'6"? Okay. Next one's 56 pass, but you're going to be running point guard? 89 steal? Oh, you said you're going to cap break us, right? I think you're planning on a little bit too many cap breakers, bro. Like 2 on interior, 1 on block, 2 on pass, 1 on strength. Oh, you're not even cap breaking the steal? Isn't 90 steal a threshold this year? Interceptor gold, yeah. Why doesn't ball hawk takeover include lane steals? What up, Drew? All is well, bro. I also think if you're playing lock, why are you only going 3 inches above max wingspan? If you're a lock, I just feel like you should have as long of arms as possible. Yeah, I think, Kev, These are my two builds, both locks, and I play PG mostly. Yeah, I think, you know, if you're going to be playing PG, bro, 56 pass accuracy is probably not the move. Okay? We're probably going to want to tweak some of this shit. But in terms of just lock, like you're saying it's a lock in general, both of them, you're only 3 inches above max wingspan. I would say max the wingspan out, bro. Or put it as high as you can that still allows you to get the shooting that you want. Okay, but if you're going to be running lock and point guard, I think you definitely need more playmaking on both of those builds, bro. All right, next up, chat. Yo, Dot Me, appreciate the 31 months. Next up is Nick. Nick Spit. Uh-oh, chat. 20%. 5v5 lock. 6'8 lockdown. Max wingspan, good. 87 dunk, good. 94 perimeter. 93 steal. 70 block. It's not horrible. Not horrible at all, bro. Pretty decent job. You're a bigger lock. You know, most locks I think are looking at like 6'6", 6'5", 6'7". You decide to be a bigger lock, which is cool. I don't mind that. I would say as a bigger lock, maybe you want to be more switchable with the back end. If you're going to do that, you probably want to have a little bit more rebound, interior, and block. But if you're just saying, I'm not going to be like super switchable and I just want to guard the ball as a big lock, not a bad job on that. And then these are your threes builds. 6'5", 87 dunk. No, okay. If you're going to go 6'5", and only go 87 dunk, you might as well be able to get the 99.3. I don't think there's a reason for you to be 6'8 wingspan on this. Also, block and interior are super cheap on a 6'5". I think you should get a little bit more than 36. Even though, like, yeah, you're going to be guarding the corner most likely. It's still nice to have a decent block rating. Get that thing up to 60. I'd also say as a 6'5 point guard, you probably want to get 91 ball handle to get access to the SIGs. This is a 6'2 for threes, you said. So 87 dunk, 94 3, 91 speed ball, 93 ball handle. Absolutely no defense. 90. Why do you have 94 agility? Yeah, I don't think you need 94 agility and 92 speed. I would definitely reallocate those attributes to maybe either some, definitely a little bit more defense, bro. And I mean, it's for threes, so 70 pass act would probably be straight, but maybe a little bit more pass act. But I would just say I don't think there's any reason for you to have 92 agility and 94 agility and 92 speed on a point guard. Also, you have 67 vertical, but 87 dunk. You're gonna want 75 vertical to go with that 87 dunk, and then here you have 80 vertical to go with 87 dunk. I would go 75 vertical to pair with that 87 dunk. And then here you have 76 vertical, but this is your lock. Yeah, I definitely think take a little bit more time to look at exactly what you're trying to make on those three builds. But I would say the best one of the three is probably the lock. The guards, definitely, you're going to want to move some of that shit around, like I said. Like, 94 agility on a point guard. I can't think of a single reason why you would want that, bro. Unless I'm like, what am I missing, chat? Am I missing something? Why do you need 94 agility on a PG? All right, next up, Top Breezy. For the love of the game is Crazy Comms. Rec and Pro-Am power forward. Capping my driving dunk to 89, ball handle to 80, speed with ball to 75, and others. What do you say? A Rec and Pro-Am power forward. All right, for power forward, the rebound's too low. Steal is too low. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be playing back end with no steal and a 70 D board. That's the two major I mean, brother. 92 midi and 93? Yeah, no. Playing back end with no steal and a 70 D board, I don't like that. Definitely change that. 6'10 version goes 93 dunk, 86 midi. Probably would change some to get bronze rise up. Okay, so 6'10 power forward. Again, no steal. I don't know why y'all play power forward with no steal. And 70 D board. Yeah, both builds, same feedback. Power forward with no steal and low D board. Breezy. Fix it. Fix it. They seen Swag get buzzed so much. They just said, dude, no steal. Yo, Panda, appreciate the 5 gifteds, bro. They seen Swaggy getting his hair cut off. Oh, man. Oh, man. We got Bauer rating. Hold on, chat. I have to see. I have to see. Hold on. Let me charge my phone for a couple minutes. I have to see Bauer giving feedback on builds. That boy don't even make his own builds. Hold on.
Agility down and go more speed. 84 strength. I think you need 85 or 86. You need a little bit more strength for one of these badges to box out and shit. You don't need an 87 three-pointer. You do not need, I repeat, you do not need an 87 three-pointer on the back end. I would definitely lower your three-pointer to at least an 83 and take your mid-range down to, like, you don't need, like, in part, I don't think that, listen, if you're a back end build and you want to pop, that's fine. Go, okay, so listen, you could do one or two things right here, JC. Go 88 midi and 83 three-pointer.
Okay.
Or go 83 three-pointer, 70 midi. There's no in between, okay? There's no in between. 87 driving dunk is fire. Interior defense definitely needs to be at an 85. Take your perimeter down to an 84. Get your steal up a little bit. Put your block to a 70. Get your pass sack up. Put some weight on this bitch.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. What's good, killer? Where'd I make myself? You just send it to me, bro. Just send it to me.
Hey, man. Shout out Big Bow Wow. All right. Let's keep going, chat. Let's keep going. All right. Trey, do 03. Radiant. I like. Oh, wait. Hold on. Are they the same picture? Oh, no. Okay. Radiant. I like high defense, shooting specialist to get 89 three-pointer later. But what would you do differently? 5 caps on dunk, 87 later. Or can I drop 3 to 83 and spread the attributes out more? Cap breakers on defense badge layout. Steals at 91 for extra badge token. It's a lock. All right. Lockdown build, chat. 6'5 lock. Ooh, hold on. He's going to cap break his dunk. 87 three-pointer. 93 perimeter. 85 interior. 91 steal. 70 block. He said playmaking. 91 speed. 89 agility. 93 strength. 75 vertical. 93 strength? Is that hold on. Is that immovable or bruiser? Bruiser on gold. I like it. I personally think, what is 87.3 giving you? 87.3 don't give you nothing, bro. Oh wait. No. That's smooth operator. That's mid-range. So 87.3 doesn't give you anything. I would say, let me see. When you are a 6'5", if you go max wingspan, you get it. You still get the 80. All right, first of all, you're trolling right there. Even if you want that 87.3, on 6'5" max wingspan, 6'11" wingspan, you still get an 87.3, baby. So even if you keep this build exactly the same, put your wingspan up by... Oh, but the strength, huh? The strength. If you're max wingspan, you're not getting that same strength. But you're not max weight either. Hold on. You're 238. You'd have to go 239, but then you lose the 89 agility. But do you need 89 agility for something? For ankle braces on gold. That's why you went 1 under. Okay. 1 tick under. What up, Hammer Time? He not reading chat? I just read yours, bro. I mean, brother, we trying to rate builds. I'm trying to read the chat as best as I can. I'm trying to stay up to date on the subs. We got a lot going on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That being said, I don't know how good of a shooter you are, bro. If you're a good shooter, you definitely could, like you said, lower the 3-ball down to 83. Or maybe even, like, what is it? Is it 86 for arc cadence on silver? There's another one. Set and fire. 89 for set and fire. Yeah, you definitely could drop it down to 83 if you wanted to, but obviously we don't know how tough shooting is going to be, so if you want to be safe, you could keep your shooting there. I think overall the build is solid, bro. I think you did your due diligence. I like the fact that you're fast as you're also strong as I like that you got interior, perimeter, steal, and block. I think you did a pretty good job on that lock, bro. And then you're going to cap break the dunk, so you got your plan laid out. If you think you're like that and you could go lower the shooting a little bit, you could get a little bit something. You could get a little bit more somewhere else. But overall, relatively solid 6'5" lock, bro. Relatively solid 6'5" lock. Good job. All right, we got B, X, Will. What are these? The badges and shit? Yeah, okay. Starting the year at center, this will be my second build for when I get cap breakers. Cap breaking, dunk to 89. Future caps after the first 5 on steal for 93. Highest agility requirement for motion styles. I've seen a 72 for Aussie Thompson. Oh, so you're in that bag. You're looking at motion style requirements and all that. I gotta see this. It's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. What the f? Oh, hold on. I'm tripping. I I thought this was gonna be a center. You said starting the year at center. This is gonna be your second build. Okay. I'm like, what the? I opened to a 6-6, like cap breaking the dunk, and then 5 on steal for 93. Okay, cap breaking his dunk and his steal. Shooting guard, 89-3, 6-6, 90 steal. You're going to cap break it to 93. You got 92 perimeter. Okay. Unless you're getting an extra badge token, you could drop your block to 70 and just keep the Paint Patroller bronze. But you might get another defensive badge by putting those up to 72, which is why you might have done that. I personally just think if you're on a 6-6, you should go higher 3-ball, because I feel like these ratings you have right here, besides the speed with ball, you could just make the build taller. I think a 6-7, you could damn near get all of this. Let me see. 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. I mean, you could drop your wingspan to 6'7", and now you could get a 92 3-pointer and still keep your 93 steal. So yeah, I would recommend probably trying to get a higher 3-pointer since you're 6'6". If not, maybe say f it, bro. Bump yourself up to 6'7". If all you want is an 89 3-pointer, get that extra inch of height. You get 83 speed with ball instead of 80. But if you go minimum weight on a 6'7", you lose some perimeter. Yeah, I would say for what you're looking to do, keep it 6'6", but probably lower the wingspan a little and get a little bit higher 3. I just think on a 6'6", like only having silver limitless, or not, I'm sorry, not limitless badge, the limitless takeover. Like you might 91-3 to get that zip code take makes this build 10 times better. The limitless badge, the deep bomber takeover, I would try to get that on a 6'6", bro, for sure. But overall, I think for your, like you said, second build, planning on those cap breakers, not a horrible look. Not a horrible look at all. You hit your thresholds. You know what you're doing a little bit. No doubt about that. All right, next up, we got A. Roy. My first build, because the guards I make need a lot more caps to play with. All right, so this is his first build. It's a 6'10" small forward. Looks like kind of like a do-it-all build. I'm not sure if you're planning on cap breaking the finishing, but all the finishing is like so mid. Why is the finishing like 76 dunk, 63 post control? Why is your finishing like so average? You don't have like one good thing in finishing, but you have everything up at like mid. The build I'll make after that is a cap heavy. I can shoot with a 63. I can shoot with a 63, no cap. I try to make builds for all game modes. Brother, how do you know you could shoot with a 63, but you haven't played the game? None of us have played the game yet. How do you know you could shoot with a 63? My boy got that thing on him, chat. He plugged in. He got confidence. All right, this is a 6'4". Bro, you're not. Nah, you're trolling, bro. All right, so he's going to make a 6'4" point guard with a 62 3-pointer. Bro, I mean, no. Like, this shit's ass. This shit is fucking horrendous. 80 vertical to go with 76 dunk. 90 speed, 90 agility. Only 85 speed with ball on a 6'4". You should have 91. Yeah, no, this is... Bro, 62 3-pointer is not real on a 6'4", bro. I mean, if this is how you trying to play, bro, if you want honest feedback on this, get 91 speed with ball, get 92 ball handle, get 87 driving dunk. The realistic feedback is do not play with a 62 3-pointer on a 6'4". Roy, I appreciate you, bro. Man. Roy, are you cheating? I'll show you. Hey, brother. Hey, how about this, Roy? You pull up on me on the threes on that build with a 62 3-pointer, and you score 21 points on Bauer's lockdown, I'll give you $500, bro. You drop 21 on Bauer with a 62 3-pointer, I'll give you $500. He bought the cop. All right, next up, we got Grant. Yo, CJ, appreciate that gifted sub. Truths, appreciate the Twitch Prime. Panda, appreciate the 5 gifties. Dot Me, appreciate the 31 months. Bully CJ. Oh, yeah, we're all caught up. All right, bet. Hey, Joe, just want to say I'm only 3 years into playing 2K, and you are one of my favorite creators to watch. Every video you make is very helpful and entertaining. Appreciate that, Grant. Twos, inside center, trying to get every rebound You're trying to get every board possible. Anything need to be reworked. Hey, before I click on this, Chad Benz is in the chat, bro. Grant, he might be looking for somebody to be a good boy down there. You know, Chad loves them good boys. Yo, Unique Gamer, appreciate that Twitch Prime. All right, inside center on the twos. Max wingspan, 81 standing. Double 99 rebound, 81 standing, 66 driving. I would say get 87 driving dunk, bro. 94 strength, max vertical speed, agility, 77 steal, 75 perimeter, 88 interior, 84 block. I think overall layout is not bad, bro. I would just say 66 driving dunk is too low. You could have this same build with 87 driving, and I think you cooked. I just think 66 is just crazy, bro. 66 is crazy. Especially because everything has to be timed this year on meter dunks. Like, they're going to throw you an open slip, and that meter is going to be suspect. I understand you went 86 pass because, what is that, gold dimer? Let me see. Dimer 86, yeah. But since you're playing twos and it's your day one build, I'd probably drop the pass act down and get the 87 driving dunk. And then I think you're good money, bro. List done for now. Sheesh. All right. So, how much battery do I have? 22%. All right, chat. Everyone that gifted 5, they have been completed. So now we'll go to the people that are, like, I will go, if you submit your build down here, well, I'm just clicking on the most recent one, bro. I'm clicking on the most recent one, and let's review some builds, okay? Revamp 6'4", gave him longer arms just to start the year to test out what works best. Didn't think I would have to use a 99 3-pointer this year. This early, so longer arms for the win. Bro, I sent my hours ago, so just carried it solo, and you'll bump up to the top of the inbox. Yo, Trey Bucks, appreciate that Twitch Prime. All right, 6'4", no mid dunking, 75 perimeter, 85 steal. He's got block, 92 perim. Get the 91 speed with ball, bro. You're on a 6'4". Get the 91 speed with ball. 95-3, 85 mid. Okay, you don't get anything at 95-3, bro. So I would drop it to 94. But you don't get anything at 94 either, do you? Mini marksman. Yeah, you don't get anything at 95. Oh, wait. Oh, you get quick trigger. I guess if you want quick trigger, keep it 95. If you're not going to be no dipping, drop it to 94. I would bump your mid-range. Try to bump your mid-range to 87 to get the midi fade badge on silver. And then, yeah, 91 speed with ball, bro. All right, next up. Oliver. 5's all-around build, not main ball handler, more defense, first cap to 89 3-pointer. So an off-ball player, 6'6", 87 dunk, 81 standing. I like that. 85 steal, 85 perim. Good job. 80 interior. Okay. Again, if you're not getting an extra defense badge token, drop your block down to 70 and just keep the paint patroller bronze. 85, 85, 71, 77. Cap breaker on 3 to 89, 85 mid. For an all-around rec build, it's not bad. I don't think you get anything at 77 vert. Am I tripping? I don't think you get anything at 77 vert, so drop it to 75 to just go with the driving dunk. Paint patroller bronze, all you need? No, I'm just saying the 72 block is not like giving him silver paint patroller. I'm just saying, like, don't waste those attributes unless you're getting an extra defensive badge token. You might as well just hit the threshold for bronze paint patroller and then put those attributes elsewhere. My point guard, guarding corner, 5 caps or 3. I'll make a new one once I get more caps. Guarding corner, 6'5". 87, 99 on the shooting. 87 driving dunk. Ooh. 91 ball handle, 86 people ball, 80 pass act. 57 perimeter. 77 steal, 60 block. My boy J Mo. Appreciate the 5 gifties, my boy. Perks. Or no, Persks. Appreciate that Twitch Prime, bro. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason for you to only have 57 perimeter. Like, you should be able to tweak this build a little bit and get more perim. I've looked at a lot of 6'5s. I would drop your speed a little and get perimeter. I don't think you need 87 speed to guard the corner. Other than that, your thresholds are pretty good. What up, Carlinho? How you doing, bro? Yo, J-Mo, what's the IG, baby? All right, sports laydown. Think 95 strength is needed for gold brick wall, or drop it to try to get more rebound. Rise and Dime paint protector. 7'1 center, max wingspan. 88, 90, 78. All right, you got gold break starter, good. Really high block. You got steal. The main thing that sticks out to me, bro, is the 60 is the 60 driving dunk, and then also your 7'1 max wingspan, but only have a 90 D board. I would drop your strength to start to 90, and then you could cap break it later on to 95. You know, set yourself up for 5 caps to strength, since you said, like, do you think it's worth it? But yeah, the 60 driving dunk in the pick and roll is just, to me, that's just crazy. And then your 7'1 max wingspan, I feel like you should be setting yourself up for higher D board. Yo, Bones, appreciate the 5 gifted subs, baby. Big Bones. All right, let's find JMO's. JMO is next in line. Chat, if you want to skip the line, it's 5 gifted subs. I did do a promotion, so it's 35% off 5 gifteds right now. If not, if you don't gift, that's fine. I'm still going to try to look at your build. It's just, you know what I mean? There's just an influx of builds coming because everybody wants their build looked at. All right. VS2K _ JMO. Okay. Made for Park and 5s. 6'4". High layup. Tristan, appreciate the 5 gifted subs, my boy. 6'4" with a 93 pointer. I think if you're going 6'4", you already have small arms. I think you should have a higher 3. At minimum, get the 91 to get zip code. But realistically, I feel like if you're 6'4" small arms, you should be setting yourself up for 99.3 down the line. Also, as a 6'4", you should have 91 speed with ball. Max out that lightning launch, you know what I mean? And then also your ball handle's a bit low for a 6'4". You should be looking for that 92 ball handle on a 6'4". I think your defense to guard the corner is fine. I would put the block up, especially because it's just so cheap. But yeah, I would set yourself up for 99.3. I would also set yourself up 92 ball handle, 91 speed with ball. I think that's going to optimize you as a 6'4" the best you possibly can. I don't, if you plan on like using layups and stuff, that's cool. But if you're not actually going to do layups a lot, then I would drop your layup. There's like, you're going 85 because you plan on utilizing it, I hope. The close shot is too much. Wait, did he have high close shot? 79? It might be tied to his mid-range though. Let me see. When you go 93 mid-range on a 6'4", but 93 mid-range on a 6'4", your close shot goes to 78. So yeah, he could drop his close shot by 1. He has it 79. I knew it was high because that midi. The midi was so high. But yeah, you can drop the close shot by 1. All right. Next in line, we got Bones. What'd you cook for us, Bones? 2K26 build. Average 25 in rec. Be honest, just want to improve. Rec and pro-am build. 6'6", 87 dunk, 93. Get your 3 to 91, bro. Get that zip code take. 84 per M. Get 85 for silver seatbelt. Steel is 74. I don't think that's a threshold. 74 steel. Either up or down. Either 77 for silver interceptor, or drop it down to, I think, what is it? 70 for bronze glove, I think. Why do you have 86 vertical? Drop the vertical. You're 6'6", you should have 86 speed with ball, and you should have higher ball handle. Yeah, definitely some tweaks needed on that. Even on the perimeter, 85 or 86. I think 86 is another, I think it's ankle braces, yeah. This is another one, 87 dunk, 95, this is 6'8". 87 dunk, 95 mid. Yo, Grape, appreciate the 5 gifteds, Grape. 95 mid, 93. Again, get the 91.3 for the zip code. Again, get the 85 or 86 perimeter. Also, your block, bro. This build's got 54 block on a 6'6". And this build's got 53 block on a 6'8". Definitely get your block up, man. On this 6'8 as well, 84 ball handle, you're missing out on some SIGs. Get 86 ball handle so you get Paul George and all those. This is better, though. 75 vertical to pair with your driving dunk. Over here, I don't know why the fuck you went 86 vertical. Yeah, definitely some tweaks you can make, Bones, to optimize those builds. All right. Kyrie build to play rec with my IRLs. I'd be playing corner ASAP. Just, okay, he's going to put cap breakers on his 3, on strength and agility. Endgame, 1 on ball handle, 3 on lay. All right, so this is a Kyrie Irving build. Kyrie Irving, 90 layup. I like the fact you threw a little post control because Kyrie does get busy in the post. You said you're going to cap break your 3 to 91. You got the high midi, 92 ball handle, 88. The only thing I would say here, bro, is I understand what you're going for, like with the 75 strength and the layup, because it's Kyrie. You want to have those finishing badges, like the physical finisher and all that. But also, Kyrie is hella quick. Get 91 speed with ball at least, bro. Like, get the Hoff lightning launch. Even if you have to sacrifice the pass act a little bit to get the 91 speed with ball, get the 91 speed with ball off rip. You're a 6'2 guard. You want to be as quick as possible, bro. Yo, finding Mino. Appreciate the 5 gifted subs, baby. Yeah, definitely. The biggest thing I would say for that is get that 91 speed with ball right off the rip. You will thank yourself for doing that, bro. All right. Next up, Crash Out Tristan. I don't have a full team, just a center and back end, so we play man. Went 77 close shot for Ghost Stepper. Sacrifice block for the 77. Gonna cap break the 3 ball to then put 3 on perimeter. Just testing out 6'1", play 5v5 most of the time and main guard. Okay, this is a 6'1" for him to play 5s. 87 dunk, 94 3, 87 mid, good job. 91 speed with ball, 92 ball handle, 85 strength, 80 perimeter, 77 steal. The block is so cheap, bro. Get your block up. That's an easy little fix. Also, I mean, it's a small detail, but if you're the main ball handler in 5s, you probably want a little more free throw than 71. Also, 80 perimeter. What is 80? 80 perimeter is not a badge, is it? Unless it's off-ball pest. Pest gold. I mean, I guess if you care about off-ball pest that much, but I would say drop that shit to 75 perimeter and get something else more valuable, like off-ball pest gonna do, bro. Sacrifice block for the 77. Oh, close shot to get Ghost Stepper. Yeah, I think more valuable than off-ball pest would be having a bit higher block. Like the difference between 30 block and 50 or 60 block, in my opinion, it's a difference. Not bad though, Tristan. You got the 99-3, the 87 dunk. Like you hit your thresholds. You got your gold dimer, your ball handle, your speed with ball. Do you have a crazy LeBron build you need to see ASAP? You got that LeBron build, bro? Bicep too big. Lockdown. I plan to cap break a perimeter and steal to 99. Also later down the line, cap break the driving dunk for contact dunks. A lot more cap breaker potential with interior and block and even 3 ball to 83. But is there anything you would change? All right. Day 1 lockdown build, chat. 6'7". 6'7". I would max out the wing. I would max out the wingspan to 71 unless you want to cap break your 3 to 83. But since you're rocking an 83 pointer, I would max out the wingspan because you can still keep that 83 pointer. No reason to be 1 tick under. Okay, you got your interior good. You said the playmaking, 90 speed, 86 agility, 85 strength, 74 vertical. Pretty solid overall. Obviously, I would like you to get the 87 driving dunk. I'm not sure how you would tweak it to get it. But I do think this build right here with 87 driving instantly becomes more valuable just as a cutter, as a finisher on the fast break. But overall, I think you hit your thresholds pretty good for somebody that wants to play lock on a 6'7". I don't know if you're playing 5s, but if you are, 56 free throw might be a problem. But maybe you're playing like lock on the 3s or, you know what I mean? Trust me when I say I have the best all-around build. You got the best all-around build, bro? 392.J. All right. 6'9 popper. Going to cap break, pass, and 3. You're cap breaking the 3 and the pass. But you're... all right. The main thing with this is you're missing... one, you don't have O-board. I don't like that. The other thing is you're missing, like, thresholds. Like, your 92 block, you're 1 off gold paint patroller. Wait, hold on. But what? You don't have the interior, though. You only have 75 interior. What is paint patroller requirements? 93 block, 77 interior. Okay, so you're missing the block by 1 and the interior by 2. And then for something like silver seatbelt, you're missing... you don't have the agility to get it anyways. Okay. What is 84 perimeter, though? Oh, you want immovable? Okay, so you got gold immovable... You got the high steal. I would say the driving dunk, you have 85. You might as well get 87. Like your two dunk ratings off. And then again, just like especially early in the year, bro. I think having O board is really valuable. Like having O board in any time of the year is valuable, but especially early in the year, if you're a big, you want O and D board because everyone's gonna be missing, bro. Everyone's going to be missing in 2s and 3s. I'm a competitive center. 6'9" popper. Going to cap break pass in 3. Yeah, I would get O-board. Also, like, damn, I get it. You're going to cap break the pass, but, like, you literally cannot pass until you get cap breakers. So that's kind of a tough spot to start, bro. Yeah. Not being able to pass the ball as a big man until you get cap breakers, I think that might be a frustrating thing, Jay. I think that might be really frustrating. My boy Venom, appreciate the 5 gifted subs, bro. All right, next up we got Finding Beano. G's homie, but I made a back end and can cap break, block, steal, perimeter, interior, driving, and standing along with ball handle. We'll probably cap. Wait. I made a back end and can cap break, block, steal, perimeter, interior, driving, and standing along with ball handle. We'll probably cap break, steal, and block first. Holy shit. Bro, I think planning to cap break 7 categories is insanity, bro. All right, a 6'7" back end. I feel like you're doing too much. Like, you tried to distribute your attributes and then plan on cap breakers, but you're planning on like fucking 20 cap breakers, bro. Yeah, I think you need to like make decisions on what you want. I don't think putting everything kind of average and then planning on cap breakers is probably the best route, bro. Sano, appreciate the 5 gifted. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you're going 78 steal, 80 perimeter. Like, you're like pretty much making a build like as if you already have 20 cap breakers. I think it's a little bit too like generalized, like 80 dunk, 80 perim, 78 steal, 72 block. Like you're pretty much average at everything, and then you're relying on the fact that like, all right, like you said, it's like you can cap break 7 different categories, but that's gonna take a long time, bro. Like, getting all those caps is gonna take you a long time. Can cap break block, steal, perimeter, interior, driving, standing, and ball handle. Yeah, I think planning on that many cap breakers is going to lead you to not enjoying the build for a long time until you get the cap breakers. I just say if you can get 91, do it, Maddie. That way it's not like down the road you're like, damn, like all these SIGs for this big guard I couldn't even get, which made my build like not that good, you know? Like, we don't know what the best SIGs are, so it's like get access to as many as possible, bro. Calcutta, appreciate the 5 gifteds, bro. All right, next up. We got Lee Moore. Joe, what do you think to start with for Pro-Am? Comp 5s, or you think I need to go 6'4"? I have the same game style as you do. Only 1 cap right now. I'm not planning cap breakers as of right now. This is just to start off with until I get more caps in the future. All right, a 6'2" guard. I don't think you need 89 driving. I always say the pro contact dunks off 1 are absolute dog shit. I would go 87 driving with 75 vert. You're set up for the 99 3 ball. 60 perimeter, 77 steal, 59 block, 80. 94 speed with ball? What are you getting at 94 speed with ball? All right, I would review the badge thresholds, bro, because there's nothing at 94 speed with ball this year. 91 is lightning launch on Hoff, and then 93 is pace on Hoff. So you don't need the 94. Other than that, nothing like glaringly stands out. I would say like 90 speed, you don't need that. I would lower your speed a little, especially now that you're going to drop your speed with ball, and I would invest in more midi. That's probably the most valuable thing you could, or perimeter. Yeah, 60 perim is 60 perim on a 6'2". I feel like you're going to be a real liability. I would try to get your mid-range maybe to 87 to get that silver midi fading badge. And then, yeah, your perimeter defense. Also, if you're running 5 out, yeah, you can do it on a 6'2", but obviously, you know, yo, my boy Greg Hoodie with the 10 gifted subs. Appreciate you, Greg. You can 5 out on a 6'2", but obviously, you know what I mean, you're small, your finishing is gonna be not as effective. All right, next up we got Sando __. All right. I think this one is, what you think? Still not cap break optimized, but we'll use at least +1 to the 3 to get 92 gold Deadeye, 87 speed, 81 agility for gold flash. 6'8" shooting guard, 87 mid, 91 3. Like that. 87 dunk, 75 vertical. Good. 86, 80, 80 in the playmaking. 70 block, 77 steal, 85 perimeter, 60 interior. Nah, this is a solid 6'8", bro. And then, like you said, you're going to +1 your 3 to 92 for gold Deadeye. This is solid right here, bro. This is solid. I would say even if you really wanted to, you could probably drop your pass a little and if you want more interior, but overall, did a good job right there, Colton. Next up, B.X.Will. Wait, didn't we already look at Brandon's build? Oh, here we go. Hey, me again. Why the f did you start the message with that, bro? Did you start the message with that? Hey, me again. Redid the 6-6. 4 caps on dunk to get 89. Last cap on 3 for 92. Gold Deadeye. 65 and 65 interior for extra token. A little less defense than I would like, but gotta sacrifice something. Second photo is my day 1 center. 2 on board, 3 on D board for gold badges. Alright, 6'6", 91 ball handle, 86 speed ball, good. The dunk is a little low for my liking. I feel like just, you're a 6'6". If you have 87, you could get on that rim pretty nicely. But I like that you have the 91-3, 85 perimeter, 85 steal. The block, I feel like, hold on. 6'6" with a 6'7" wingspan. What's your weight? 195? Yeah. I was going to say, you could get silver. You could get bronze high flying denier, but not. Caps at 80. It caps at 67 block. Why do you have 78 vertical? You don't need 78 vertical. Didn't clock the message? What you mean? Oh, +4 to dunk? Oh, I trolled. I'm sorry. 4 on dunk, and then last cap on 3. 65 interior for extra token. A little less defense than I would like, but gotta sacrifice something. Okay. Alright, you're cap breaking the dunk. But, oh, you're cap breaking to 89. That's why you have the 78 vertical. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Let me look at what you had before. Oh, yeah. This is when you had the 89. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you sacrifice some defense, but you have access to all the dribble moves. You have the deep bomber take now. Yeah. I think overall, Brandon, I think this is a safer build, bro. Just because, like, all right, let's say you have all that defense, right? Let's say you have all that defense like you wanted. But then let's say, like, on a 6'6", people find, like, some glitchy-ass SIGs, and you need like, 88 ball handle for, like, the behind the back, or, like, not the behind the back, like, the freaking, like, between the legs escape, and you need, like, the 91 ball handle for the crossover, and, like, you don't have any of that, then you're going to be like, damn, bro, like, what the f***? Like, I'd rather have 85 perimeter, 85 steal than all this cracked out defense, but my player moves, like, not as good as everybody else's because I don't have the SIGs. Like, for all we know, maybe all you need is 80 ball handle. But we don't know that yet. I think for the time being, it's safer to invest in the ball handle. All right, the next one is your center build. 7-foot center, max wingspan. 89 pass, I like that. Did you say what you're cap breaking on the center? 2 on O board and 3 on D board. All right, the only thing I would say immediately on the footer, max wingspan is 78 dunk. Fuck that. Get 87 driving dunk. 87 driving, 90 standing. You want to roll to the basket and be an absolute unit, bro. You want to be a beast when you roll to the hoop. What up, Scootin'? Yeah, you want to roll to the hoop and boom that shit. 73-pointer. Yeah. I know you got to sacrifice some shit, bro. I know you want to be a beast in the paint, 88 interior, 93 block. In my opinion, you would have more fun on the build if you get 78 three-pointer, 87 driving dunk. So I'm not telling you, like, kill your interior and your block, but I would say you're probably going to have to sacrifice some interior and some block. Wait, hold on, bro. This is a 7-foot max wingspan center. 7-foot max wingspan. 246. Hold on. Let me lab this shit real quick. Because there's no way this is the best you can do. Reset. Alright. Listen. 87 driving. 90 standing. Go 88 block. Even if you go 85 interior. 80 vert. You want 90 strength, so go for it. Oh, you have 51 agility, bro? On 70. You want 89 pass. 78 3. Yeah, this is just a quick glimpse. You can definitely, like, lab this better than what I just did. But this is just a quick, like, rendition of it. Like, you can definitely tweak this around to make this way better. But I'm just like looking at where your attributes are. Like you got 51 agility, only 90 O board and 87 D board. Like I feel like you could definitely be a bit better on the rebound. Like you have a 78 driving dunk. Definitely get 87. Yeah, this is just a quick mock-up, but you could definitely move these attributes around that you have and like optimize that shit more, bro. Okay. I was just looking like there's no like it just seems like you have such little attributes. To only have a 73 pointer, 78 driving dunk, I think in 51 agility, you could move that shit around and low rebound, like low rebound like compared to like what a center could get. I think you can move around and optimize that better. All right. My first center was 238. And wait, somebody said something about like somebody said something about their 6'9" went viral or some shit. Yo, Joe, check out my 6'9" on Twitter. It kind of blew up a little. Yes, sir, Calcutta. What's the most block you'd put on a back end? The most block? 99. But obviously, you know, you got a budget. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, fuck. You guys can see my phone. I was going to open my text, but that could be dangerous. Hold on. What did Swag put on his back end? Swag had 84 block on his back end that he's going to make. What up, Noah? Yeah. Has there been any good videos today, like that showed like gameplay? My boy got the Ron Artest. What the? My boy sent me an AI image. All right, Ron Artest build, 6'6", high strength, 94, 94, 80, 82 interior, 93 strength. I'm assuming you're +1ing your strength, right? Day 1 lock, maxing out steal perimeter D. Eventually dunk and pass sack. 3 caps on ball handle, 1 on speed, 3 for strength down the line. Wait, damn, you're putting 3 on strength to 95? Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, you're just planning on a lot of cap breakers, but yeah, you just want to be a defense and physical beast. Yeah, I'd say you're on the right track, bro. Yo, my boy, Rip It, Randy. What up, Randy? Hope all is well, bro. All right, chat. We are on to the next. JD. God damn. We got a 6'11" center, max wingspan, 87 dunk, 90 standing, 78 three-pointer, no steal. Okay, you got bronze immovable, 80 interior, 84 block, 85 pass sack. Not bad. I would like higher rebounding on my center, and I would try to get that gold break starter, but obviously you can't have everything. It looks like you're hitting the thresholds that you want to hit. Overall, not bad, bro. Like I said, I would want higher rebounding, but I understand. Like, it's day 1, no caps. Can't have absolutely everything. Ready for 27? Gonna be so fire? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. All right. Joe, can I prime sub to get on priority since it's empty? Damn, I feel like that's not fair to everybody who prime subbed before, though, if I'm being honest. All right, chat. Has there been any videos that went out today that had like gameplay in it that we should watch? That video we watched yesterday from Jake Mason with the small guard build, that was good. That was good comms by you guys. That was a good video to watch. This is a shooting guard build from Woe. 6'7" shooting guard, 91 ball handle, 83 speed of ball. I'm assuming he's gonna +1 his 3-pointer to get 91 3. The first is shooting guard build for plan for caps with both builds on passac, dunk, strength, and interior, and steal. Okay, so you're planning on a hell of a lot of cap breakers, bro. Yeah, I think you're planning for too many caps, but I guess if that's how you want to go about it, planning for the caps, I would just say probably get the like we've been saying, get that 91-3 for the deep bomber take, bro. Yo, Glow Boys, appreciate the 5 gifted subs, baby. All right, next up, Glow Boy goes to the top of the line. So we got Glow Boy Hunch. Also, I have this version. I feel like this is better. Okay. So let's look at the better version of the build, obviously. Cap breaking, block to 93 and steal to 83. And when I can, free throw. I don't know how I feel about the 90 rebound. Debating if going 95 rebound for gold badges. I'm a big mobile that don't need high shooting to shoot, but the playmaking because I get tired of my bum teammates not being able to score, and finishing I can care less about. Just want big man contacts. A 6'10" small forward, Kind of a do-it-all build. All right. I see the vision. Like, you want to be a 6'10 do-it-all. I would say, like, try to hit your thresholds, though, bro. Like, you're one standing dunk away from silver rise up. And hold on, let me change. Did they change it? They did not, right? Finishing. Rise up. 81 standing. And 62 vertical. Yeah, you're one standing dunk off of silver rise up. So, like, you might as well get that. Yeah, you want to be like a do-it-all type of 6'10". You're hitting your thresholds for the most part. Like, you have the 77 interior, and you said you want to cap break your block to 93, so you're all set there. Big man contact dunks? You only need 80? Is that right? Yeah, pro big man contact dunks. 80 standing dunk. Yeah. So you got what you want. I would just say, yeah, you might as well get the 81 standing dunk because you're right there. Get the silver rise up. Is 95 rebound worth it? I mean, bro, if you're a center, yeah, you want as high a rebound as possible, but you're a 6'10 small forward kind of do-it-all type of build. Do you need 95 rebound on a do-it-all build? Probably not. 90 is probably decent for what you're trying to do with this. I would just say, I know you say you don't need high shooting to shoot. I feel like you're kind of just mid at everything, bro. Like, on offense, like, you don't have great finishing, you don't have great shooting. But if that's the type of build you like, if that's, yo, Solo Mills, appreciate the 5 gifteds. Yeah, you're kind of a jack of all trades, but I think that's what you're going for. So you're accomplishing what you set out to do. Get the 81 standing dunk. I mean, if you want to be a jack of all trades, you're there. You're like I said, you're just missing that one threshold by 1. There's no reason not to get it. You barely have to change the build. All right, chat. We got Will knows the deal. Appreciate the 5 gifteds, Will. I'm about to use this Vicks, chat. Hopefully that helps my throat. Crew levels on the app. I'm gonna check those out. Hold on. Yo, that Twitch Prime sub, bro. Chat, you guys can sub for free. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch Prime. Sub for free. Get 30 days of ad-free viewing. God damn, man. This 2K goddamn headquarters app. What up, Timmy? Yo, Ryan, appreciate that Twitch Prime. Okay. Where are we seeing, oh, crews. Join a pub. Alright, we got new backgrounds, crew look, Teamote, custom crew name, custom logo, rep boost, VC boost, clothing, or Teamote, custom crew logo, rep boost, VC boost, clothing, crew uniforms, cap breaker at level 16. And you got to be in the crew for 5 days. Oh no, you have to be, must be a crew member for 7 days. Arena floor, arena sound effects, clothing, rep and VC, another cap breaker, clothing, additional badge loadout, arena basket. Presidents and VPs can customize the arena baskets used in division home games. Rep and VC, synergy slot, cap breaker, clothing and backgrounds, arena scores table customization, large arena. Presidents and VPs can choose a large arena and additional presentation options to be used in division home games. Arena mascot, clothing and backgrounds, arena LED floors. They kept that shit in. Rep. Unlimited skill boost apply when your team is made up of crew members in the park. Unlimited Gatorade. Synergy. Cap breaker. Yeah, CJ, but you can't create a crew right now. I ain't gonna lie. What is a little annoying is it seems like all the Pro-Am customization that you could do, like you could just turn the game on and just do it, like customizing the arena basket, customizing the scores table, the large arena that you would unlock after 40 wins, the arena mascot, the LED floor. Like, this is all just like Pro-Am that either you unlocked from winning games in Pro-Am or you could just do off the rip, and then now like it's just locked behind crews. Like, that's kind of like, those are not like good rewards. You just took what we could do for free and just locked it. Plus, like, bro, like there's a large arena, like, so it's the same shit. Like, it's either the like high school arena or the large arena. Like, why couldn't it be like every tier you move up, you get a new level of court? Like, I don't know. I just feel like with Pro-Am, It's not called Pro-Am anymore, but I'll call it Pro-Am. With Pro-Am, like, you could do so much more, like, customizable rewards and shit. And, like, it's just been the same shit for years. Yeah, you can't create a crew right now, though, bro. I just joined a public crew so that, I could look at the rewards. Can I leave that crew, though? I'm not trying to sit in here. There we go. Alright, well, that's cool. At least we could see the rewards, but, let's get back on Instagram now. Alright, we got underscore Solo Mills. Love from the UK. Appreciate you, Solo. Alright, do it all 6'5" point guard. I personally think this is usable until you get a few cap breakers. Cap breakers immediately going 89-3. 5 on ball handle. 3 on 3. 2 on driving dunk. 5 on perimeter or steal. 5 on strength, if it works how they say. There's a lot of different paths you can go. But my first few will be on three-pointer, then ball handle, then driving dunk. You planning on a hell of a lot of cap breakers, my boy. So, personally, I wouldn't be setting myself up to be dependent on that many cap breakers. But, since that is your plan, and that's how I'm assessing this build, you set yourself up well. Like you said, it's like 5 on dunk to go to 93 if you wanted to. Or, I'm sorry. 2 on dunk to go to 93. 3 on 3 to go to 91. You can also do, like you said, 5 on perimeter or 5 on steal. Like, you definitely set yourself up for the cap breakers really well. You're taking a different strategy than me, but I understand why you are, and I think you set yourself up pretty well for, like you said, a do-it-all 6'5". You hit your thresholds, and you set yourself up for the caps to work appropriately. Like I said, you're just planning on a lot of caps to get what you want. I got a slightly more defensive version with 80 interior and with caps 5 on perimeter or 5 on steal. Yeah, I mean, it's a different strategy, but you set yourself up well. I mean, yeah, you even set yourself up if you want, like you said, if you really wanted to, 5 on strength to get to 84. You could put it on steal, perimeter. You could even put it on interior if you wanted to and get 81. Cap break your ball handle, like you said. Cap break your dunk, like you said, your 3. I think you executed what you set out to do really well, Solo. Actually, hold on. The only thing I would actually double check. Yeah, and wait. Solo Mills. I guess the only small thing, bro, is you could try to get the 40 or 60 standing dunk if you want standing dunk packages or bronze rise up. But outside of that, I mean, like we said, you set yourself up for exactly what you're trying to do, bro. All right, Will knows the deal. I'm going to lock 5s in rec. About to cap my dunk to 87 in perimeter and steal. Up like that. And if you're considering yourself a lock, I think 77 steal is a bit low. Like, you got bronze glove right now as a lock. I know you're secondary, but yeah, I would say more steal and consider going 6'5" and looking at what you could do with the build at 6'5". I think for a secondary lock, 6'5" probably makes a little bit more sense. But definitely more steal. You think layup and dunk or just dunk? I think for a hash lock, like, you're not really cooking. Like, it's not like you're like boo bop, like get to a floater. Like, no. Like, you're a hash lock. Like, you're spotting up, maybe hash cutting here and there. I'd go just dunk. All right. Dottie, I got you, my boy. Dottie been in here since 10 p.m. and he's been in the shower watching. Dottie, I got you, bro. My first caps are going on my dunk, vert, and strength. Want the 81 strength for the bumpy badge. And strong handles is somewhere there too. By the way, I could get all the same attributes on a 6'6". That's why I wanted. That's why I went 6'5". Oh, I couldn't get all the attributes on a 6'6". That's why I went 6'5". Okay, this is a 6'5". Bro, did you not send the... Oh, wait. Okay. 87 dunk, 85 mid, 89 3. 85, 77, 70 on defense. 91 ball handle, 83 speed with ball. I would just say, bro, you're 6'5", get 86 speed with ball for Gold Lightning launch so that you could +1 it to Hoff or +2 it to Legend. And then you are 6'5", I would try to get at least 91-3, bro. Oh, you're 6'5", 6'10 wingspan. The thing about the 6'10 wingspan, bro, is you don't have, like, any attributes that require a 6'10 wingspan. I guess besides the D board. Like, you want 80 D board? All right. I would just say you're 6'5", probably getting 91-3 for the deep bomber take would make sense, but I guess if you want that rebound for the 2s, I guess the big thing I would change for you is get the 86 speed with ball. Like, you're 6'5", get the 86 speed with ball, bro. All right, Dottie. All right, Handbone is up next. He skipped the line. Handbone bar fight. Handbone bar fight. Got you, Dottie. +5 to midi, he says. Let's see what we got. 6'9". He's going to 93 mid with the cap breakers. 87 dunk, 90 standing dunk. 85 per rim, 77 steal, 70 block, 70 interior, 70 pass, 80 ball handle, 70 speed with ball. 84, 82, no strength, 75 vert. Okay. 70 speed with ball. I believe, unless they changed it, 75 speed with ball is going to be Silver Lightning launch. Yeah, I would get 75 speed with ball, bro. Get the Silver Lightning launch. The other thing I would consider, if you like using the Kevin Durant go-to shot, get your mid to 89. That way when you +5 the midi like you plan on doing, you get to 94 mid-range, which will give you the KD go-to. Okay? But get that 75 speed with ball, bro. Get that Silver Lightning launch, because we don't know how those 6'9s are going to be moving. You're going to want the highest Lightning launch you possibly can. All right, Mino, 6'7". This is a back end, right? Let me see. But I made a back end. And okay, this is a back end. Update on the build. Can go 85 interior for wall up silver, 71 pass sack, and 83 steal with the first 10 cap breakers. Then eventually can go higher driving dunk if need be. All right, Mino, back end build. 58 pass accuracy on your back end. 58 pass accuracy, Mino. 5 caps for 71. Mino, that does not make it any better. So you're going from no break starter to bronze break starter, Mino. What do you, after you get the rebound, Mino, you just run fullback dive? Like you can't actually throw the ball up the court. It's just like you hand it to the point guard. And then the only other thing, Mino, let me see what you had before. What did you change? Mino, you lowered the pass act? Mino, your old build had more pass act than the updated version. 82, 80, 78, 72. Okay, so you improved the block. That's good. I still think, bro, for a back end, like 78 steal is not enough, bro. You're going to cap break the steal to 83. I think the shooting attributes are a little random too. 81 and 88. Like, you're not getting any badges with those thresholds, so I think you could optimize that more. I definitely think you need more pass act, Mino, and I think you need more steal. 88 strength, I think it's tied to, let me go on 2K Labs. Hold on. 2K Labs, Code Joe, big discount. All right, bet. I think 88 strength is tied to box out boss. Yeah, you need 90 D board and 88 strength. So he hit those thresholds. Yeah, okay. I would get 40 standing dunk. That's hella cheap to get the standing dunk packages. I just think I think the 58 pass act is insane for a back end Mino. Like 77 minimal. Like 77 minimum. Silver break starter. In my opinion, steal and pass act need to be higher. Get the standing dunk packages, and then for your shooting, Mino, like I don't know if you just randomly chose 88 and 81, but like there's no badge thresholds at 88 and 81 for shooting. So, oh wait, 88 is quick trigger. All right, you're about to be no dipping, Mino. Are you dipping? No dip. Yo, anonymous, appreciate the 5 gifted subs. I don't know why that says anonymous, but that's about to be hell. Trying to figure out who. Everyone's about to be like, that was me, bro. I was anonymous. That was me. Like lying ass dudes, bro. Oops, I did that on accident. Like y'all are not real people, bro. I knew it, bro. I knew it. All right, Mino. All right, so you're no dipping. Good. You got silver no dip badge. Mino, you got to get 77 pass act and you got to get more steal. Those are the big feed. That's the big feedback. Honestly, trolling aside, this is so weird. How is this happening? So right now, hold on. That shit is on my TV and on this monitor. What the f? I don't know how that happened. Trolling aside, Mino, if you go to Swag Godly, I don't know if you know Swag, I be hooping with, he can definitely help you like with your back end build. Like Swag labbed a lot of power forwards, bro. I would use him as a resource to figure out how you want to manipulate. All right, next up we got one guap. What's up, Joe? Which one's better? I play 3s and 5s, really? All right, so we got a 6'5 PG and a 6'7 small forward. Oh, no, 6'5 shooting guard and a 6'7 small forward. Which one's better? You just got random shit on here. Like, you're not hitting thresholds. Like, you have 88 dunk. There's nothing at 88 dunk. Go 87 or 89. 87 speed with ball. There's nothing at 87. 86 is lightning launch. 88 is pace. You should go one or the other. Token at 88 dunk. Okay, so if you're doing it for tokens, I can understand. So if that's the case, we'll give the benefit of the doubt for all the random numbers. You're 6'5", you should have higher ball handle on this, and instead of a 39 block, you should get your block to 60. You're also 6'5" with small arms. Like, I feel like you should have better shooting stats on this. The 6'7". Again, you're 6'7" with relatively small arms. I feel like you should have better shooting. 75. Again, no block. I would get your block up. You're 6'7" with 77 ball handle and 80 speed with ball. I would get more ball handle. I would get the 83 speed with ball. Which build is better? I think they both need a lot of work, bro. Like, you can optimize these builds a lot more. If I had to pick one, nah, dead ass, don't make either of those, bro. You can make those builds a lot better. Like, you can make a way better 6'5" or a way better 6'7", bro. Yo, Goated, appreciate the 5 gifted subs, my boy. Nah, I'm just being real, bro. I'm just being real. You can make both those builds a lot better. So I think decide which height you want to go, and then really like lock in, because obviously you're gonna be spending money on the VC. Don't like. I would be doing you a disservice if I picked one of those builds for you to make. Like, you can make a much better build, bro. And that's the God's honest truth, bro. Yo, Joe, I mainly play Rec and Pro-Am as a 2-guard. I'm usually the main scorer on my team, so I'm trying to get the most shooting possible. I don't know if I should make this or a 6'8". I'm gonna up my dunk and 3-ball with the first 10 caps, and then mid ball handle and speed with ball down the line. Let me know what you think. Okay, shooting guard for Pro-Am. Our boy he's gonna have 99 mid, 99 3. No finishing, so he's shooting only. 70 pass sack, 86 ball handle, 86 speed with ball. Get your block up to 60 just because it's so cheap and it'll help you play defense. At 6'5", I feel like your defense is a little low to guard the hash, but like you said, you're going to be mainly playing Rec, so like you're not going to face that many elite shooting guards that you need to be like super dialed in on defense. I think for what you're trying to do, double 99, cap break mid, and all right, and then this is the 6'8" you're looking at. 87 dunk, cap break mid to 95, 93 pointer. I can't see the defense because those arrows, but I assume it's 85, 77, and 70. 86, 80. On this, I would say get the 92 through, at least 91 3-pointer to get the deep bomber take. Maybe 92 for gold Deadeye. Of the two, which one is the safer build to start the game with? I would say the 6'8", just because you're going to be better on defense because you're taller and stuff, and you still have great shooting. Plus, the 6'5", you have no finishing. The 6'8", you have good dunking. So on the break, if they take away your 3, you can still dunk the ball. And the 6'8", you have better speed and agility. I think the 6'8" is the better option of those two for you to start the year off with. Also, the 6'8" will be more versatile in terms of like if you want to play 2s, 3s, or 5s, you could run that 6'8" as a shooting guard. Yeah, T5, I know. All right, ABK, Chris. It was me, bro. I did the anonymous. Oh yeah, he actually did. Twitch, $27. You got the receipt. Damn, my boy sent the receipts. Okay. Shooting guard for 5s. Gonna play lock a little 2. Looking to cap break to 90 dunk. I can get 89 and 86 ball hit. I can't get 89 and 86 ball handle for sure. 6'6", 93 3, 86 perimeter, 83. Okay, again, no block. I think it's just so cheap, bro. I would get block on the build. 86 speed ball, 81 ball handle, 85 pass sack, 87 speed, 88 agility. All right, this is to play 2 guard. I would say, bro, sacrifice some pass and get more ball handle. Get the SIGs, bro. All right? Get the ball handle SIGs. Especially as a 2 guard. Yeah, I would get the block cuz it's cheap, and I would sacrifice pass act and get the ball handle. Defense is straight, 86 perimeter, 83 steal. Just get that block and get the ball handle. Outside of that, relatively solid, bro. Relatively solid. All right. What you doing? What you doing, Brando? No. This one? Yeah. Cap break, dunk, ball handle, speed of ball, maybe perimeter, invert. 6'3", 210, 6'7" wingspan. What the f? How many caps you got? 6'3". Yo, Heebs World, appreciate the tier 1. Point IG. You're 6'3". You should have 91 speed with ball for Hoff Lightning launch. The 77 vertical is not getting you anything. I would drop it to 75. 86 prim, 77 steal. You got the block. 91 3. You're also 6'3". All right, I would get 92 ball handle, 91 speed with ball. 77 vertical is gold pogo from 2K26. Yeah, well, we on 2K27, my boy. I would get 92 ball handle, 91 speed with ball, and then I would lower your wingspan, bro, which would open up room for when you get cap breakers, you can bump your 3-pointer up. Because outside of that, I don't know like what you plan on doing with your caps. I know you said, hey, hold on. You said cap break a dunk. Well, oh, okay. So you wanna wait for cap breakers, and then you wanna +1 your vertical to 80, and then you wanna +1 your driving dunk to 93. And then you want to +3 your ball handle to 92 and +2 your speed with ball. You're just waiting, like, you're waiting for, what is that, 3, 5, you're waiting for 7 cap breakers to get the build you want. I guess if that's how you want to approach it, like, you've approached it in the right way. But if you're only going 93 dunk, bro, like on a 6, you're 6'3" with a 6'7" wingspan. You could still get the 93 dunk with a 6'5" wingspan on a 6'3". But here, let me show you my screen. So 6'3", weight doesn't matter, but look at 6'3" with a 6'5" wingspan, you still keep the 93 dunk, but now you have the ability to get a 96 3-pointer. So if we come back to your build, now it's like later on down the line, instead of being stuck at that 91 3, you can go all the way to 96. Frees up like more space for caps. But yeah, bro, I mean, you're waiting kind of a long time for 7 caps to get the attributes you want. But if that's how you want to do, if you want to wait for 7 caps to get the ball handle, speed with ball, dunk, vertical, everything that you want, you set yourself up decently to do it, bro.